just like the earth beneath fell away, and this blinding flash of memories played before my eyes, and all I saw was you. Hey.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back, boys. Hope all of you are having a good one. Go and fix the webcam real quick. How are y'all doing? Welcome back to another stream, boys. It is time. It is time. Make sure the music is not too loud. It is time. It's a motherfucking 5v5 1v1 duels over on the EU side. Boys, log on right now so we can get some beautiful duels out of the way. Who do we got in chat overall? Who do we got in here? We got ourselves R. Clayton, Jennifer, Karen, how you doing, beautiful? Slaskow, my man, Baron, what up, my dude? How's the graphics card working out for you? Puma, you got Gosh, you here, Nerb, Pablo, we got ourselves Henrik, Dar, JM, Sylvia, we got ourselves Adler, John, JM, Tasty, how you doing, my man? Hey, what's all doing? How you going, Javier? How's it going, my man? Zhivko, how you doing, my guy? Do something that Shaman earlier enhance. What? Do something with enhancement Shaman. Do something with enhancement of Shamans, like for a video. What are you asking, my man? Arclay, Feral, Kappa. What's up, Alex? How you doing, my man? Alrighty, boys, it is time. EU, get ready, dudes. We got ourselves a lot of duels to get through, yeah? A lot of duels, boys. EU, we gotta catch up to NA. I want to see some of the best of the best of the best of the best out here, man. I want to see all of you play and give it the best goddamn shot you got, alrighty, boys? Just watching your vid and the fact that we can play with 199 corruption, not gonna lie, that sounds kind of fun. Dude, eventually, Salvia, well, people complain about corruption, so that's why I'm like trying to figure out, like, okay, so some people are fine with corruption, some people really hate corruptions, and eventually we're just gonna be an amalgamation of just stars, and that's all we are, just stars flying everywhere. So there's gotta be some sort of like a reasonable number we can figure out how much corruption resistance Blizzard wants us to have, and if we figure out that number, you know, hypothetical, we could actually calculate how much corruption resistance we'll have week by week basis to find out how many weeks it takes before Shadowlands, which is super exciting. That's what my video focused on, half of it at least. We can actually kind of guess when Shadowlands might come out. Like, how big a corruption resistance does Blizzard want us to have? And like, how long are we gonna have to wait? I don't think they're gonna go super hard and super far. I think they're gonna try to keep it within a reasonable constraint. Like, once it starts to get a little silly, then we'll start to see more Shadowlands stuff. But it's interesting because now we can do some simple math and figure something out. I think it's awesome, man. I think it's awesome. Like, I think they just gotta give it away. Now, or we can, I mean, we don't know exactly when Shadowlands will come out, but we can hypothesize now, right? How much would be too much? Like, and to figure out just how too much is too much, like how many ranks of tier 3 ranks of Infinite Stars can you fit in without any problems before you really start having corruption like negatively impacting your gameplay? Because there's gonna be a point where there's too many. But anyway, boys, let's get some fucking duels rolling, yeah? Brandon Manson logging on. Hopefully EU is ready. I am expecting for the Abomination boys to do something interesting today. Let's see what they got, man. Let's see if the A-Bomb boys are even here, man. Maybe they're here, maybe they're not. We never know. Last week, it took me by storm. Let's see what they're doing this time. No A-Bomb boys. Whoa. Maybe they're all stealth. Maybe they're all about to surprise me. I'm still Turkey. Still Turkey. Did it put me on like a different server or something? I think I'm afraid now that A-Bomb boys are actually somewhere out there doing some sort of like a ritual, and I just don't get to see it because it put me to a different server. But either way, we got ourselves Middle and Abomination boys are ready. So they're ready, yeah? Cajun ready? Okay, cool. We're gonna get Team A-Bomb versus Cajun then. Spectator match. K-G-Un J-I-U-N and J-I-C. Okay, I think I got your name right. We're in, boys. We're in. What's up, boy? And how you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Too much would be having a chance. Too much would be having a chance to play with 2 or more tier 3 stars. Yeah, and I feel like it's just how much of it. Like, what is gonna be like? Because I know some people are eventually gonna get upset. Like, because imagine arenas, right? So we are. I feel like we're free to guess. Like a happy medium somewhere between now and December 31st, because December 31st would be like what, 2 ranks of tier 3 stars without negative benefits, and you can even tag on another tier 3 with very minor negatives. I mean, We'll just have to wait and see, yeah. Hi bro, I have a question. New to corruption, so how do I get monthly corruption in Unidor? It's a good corruption for PvP, can be good for PvE. It procs more with high haste. And you kind of RNG where you get it, man. You kind of RNG. Unless you go for the dagger from Carapace on Azeroth as a rogue, then you're guaranteed to get that corruption at a tier 2, which is pretty decent. What's got those so far? EU NA so far? I think we got more audio recordings on NA than EU right now for this season. But I feel like AU can catch up fairly easily, fairly quickly. Alright, boys. First duel of the day. Switch. What do we got? Team Blue is still waiting for a couple boys to get ready, so... Wait, that's Team Blue, that's Team Red. We got ourselves Athea as a sub-rogue, I'm gonna say, maybe? A SAS rogue? I'm thinking a SAS, all you boys on SAS. We got ourselves Atronox to the back as a DH, fully corrupted. We got ourselves Lizard Styles, less corrupted Demon Hunter. We got Sylvia as a, what looks like maybe a feral of the bat. Tasty in the back as an Elemental Shaboy versus Team Abomination. We got ourselves Abomination and Abomination and Abomination. Abomination in the back. You can't forget him. Abomination. Good luck and have fun. A-Bomb boys. They're going to give you guys a variety of different classes. Looks like the Outlaw Rogue. A-Bomb versus Sylvia. If you want to look at abominations, think of them like as an amalgamation. There are one, like a hive mind. You take one down, it's just one head of a Hydra. You still have the Hydra. There's just one of the heads. Can anybody can anybody on Team Red slay the Hydra's heads and claim the defeat of the beast? A-Bomb and Sylvia are going to have to be looking for each other. Feral versus Outlaw. This is a matchup where the Outlaw is at a massive disadvantage. Sylvia with the dots, with Abomination not having any damage over time unless you get corruptions or maybe some cheesy effects here and there. You never really know. You don't really have anything to maintain the Feral out of stealth, but they can put dots on you and make sure you cannot re-stealth. Moonfire, if you don't have a cloak, you are done for the count. Looks like Abomination popping out of stealth for just a second. Trying to see if he can get Sylvia to pop out. Sylvia pops out of stealth for some reason. Trying to catch a re-stealth. Probably going to get hit with a stab. He's walking right on top of him, chasing after the Feral. Stops for a second. Letting the Rogue walk in front. It looks like it's going to be a more stealthy duel for a little bit longer. We're just going to have to wait. The dampening, boys. Clock sticking. Minute in. We're going to see dampening up. High, pretty up. What are the A-bombs? Bots? No. It's a guild, dude. It's a guild. Yeah, no. It's a guild on Argent Dawn. Have a bit of like a roleplay meme factor to them. Looks like a bomb is actually going to get slapped up by Sylvia in the open. Are going to be banished to follow after a massive bike attacks him. It's going to be twisted up edge right after. Abomination is under a lot of pressure. Going to have to go for a massive heal for himself. Getting the bike back at Sylvia. Lots of damage. Actually, even bigger burst than the Feral. And it's going to just continue to pressure. That's going to be also thorns for Sylvia, but it's not enough right now. And down they go. Abomination just completely trucks him down in a single setup. Trying to see if he can sprint away from Ethia. As Trinket still back up. He's going to trick it here. Parry up as Anthony goes for a little bit of that evasion. Abomination actually took down Sylvia and just obliterated him in the setup. Is going to go for a vanish, and that's going to be more sippy cups. But looks like he does have bleeds and poisons on him. Althea is going to catch a restyle. Abomination is going to pistol shot him, denying the restalls for Althea. It's going to be building calm points off of that. Stun onto Althea, hitting him with a crucible to follow right after. More pistol shots, dude. Just slinging those pistols. Might even go for a restyle. Is going to go for Blade Rush to close the gap. Kidney shot by Althea. Doesn't have a trigger for this anymore. Althea is going to go for the full damage. Vendetta is up and running. Gouge by Abomination. Nobody has a big defensive anymore. Going to be a stun by Abomination. Is going to be short. Althea is going to get himself a sippy cup rolling. Blind to A-Bomb. He does have Vendetta on him. Did get a sippy cup before the blind went on. So he's getting quite a lot of healing either way. And it looks like a corruption was attacking him while he was blinded. So that's nothing he can really do about. That's not going to put him in combat. Anthony is going to land yet another sap, but is going to get himself a juicy opener. Blind immediately onto Anthony. Trinkets out of it. So Abomination does get a trinket out of the rogue. If he survives this kidney shot, if they continue on, just chase out Anthony, he might be in a good spot. Grapple hook near. Is going to go for a stun. Does he have any damage to follow? He's going to increase his own health with a Battle Master Trinket. Try to see if he can get some damage onto Anthony. Is going to be a resell for Anthony for a second. DRing their own kidney shot right after. Very short bar. A-Bomb is looking like he has a lot of health to work with here. The percentage of the Crimson Vials is way too good. And A-Bomb actually does end up taking down Postmaster Athea right after into a stun onto Atronox. He is going to play with stars, and those stars are already going to start getting the tag bonus going onto A-Bomb. The stars stacks are going to start happening. Sap onto the Demon Hunter. He's looking to close the gap. Abomination still not out of this fight right now, man. This is the first of Abomination team, man. The first man. And he is making it hard for the enemy to take him down. Blur up and running for Atronox. Lots of defenses is going to get interrupted on his I-beam. And that's going to be fly high up in the air for Atronox and Bomb, trying to see if he can duck under the pillar, under the bridge. It looks like he's going to be able to duck and retain majority of his health back. That is going to be a Guardian of Azeroth chasing after him though. So A-Bomb is trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of line of sight. Atronox still has quite a bit of health to him. Stun to Atronox is going to be DR'd, however. That or a very short stun. Parry up and running for Abomination right now. Getting a couple of those tentacle slaps onto Atronox. Trinketing out of that stun. And that's going to be a cloak and a vanish to follow. Try to see if he can get away from the Demon Hunter. Is he going to be able to separate himself, or is the Demon Hunter going to be able to close the gap? Does have eyes. Should be able to see where Abomination's at. Is going to yoink him out of stealth for a second. Has the Metamorphosis running. That's going to be Abomination's twisted appendage onto Atronox. Does not kill it. Actually, stars are looking like they're going to end bomb, and does actually get the kill onto Abomination with those infinite stars. Getting quite a lucky proc. The next Abomination is up next in the form of an unholy Death Knight of the Scarlet Crusade, dropping down the Abomination pet as well as beefing up his own pet as well. But Atronox is going to go up in there, getting some freebie damage to the Abomination. He's going to go for a little bit of line of sight, actually even ducking right under the bridge altogether. And that's going to be Atronox stuck between all the pets. It's going to go for an Ibium. That should give him a bit of cleave capability. Has a Risen Skulker and the other undead pet on him. That's going to be 3 targets for him to cleave off the stun onto the Demon Hunter for a second. It's going to be activating Blur right before the stun goes out. That's quite a big defensive for him for a moment. It's going to be able to get, I think, momentary blurs every time he backflips as well. A-Bomb popping in every defensive though. IBF. That's going to be Deathback imprisoned onto the Death Knight as Atronox is trying to get out of there desperately. That's going to be interrupted onto that I-Beam as he was trying to get away after getting yoinked back to the Death Knight. It's going to be a thing from beyond, actually blowing through his safeguard trigger pretty quickly. The second thing from beyond, it looks like he wants to end him right now. Atronox is running not only from the Death Knight, but also from the thing from beyond. The Chains of Ice are doing good. Thing from beyond does connect, and A-Bomb is like, what just happened to this man? He probably is so confused, but that's going to be a Demon Hunter down for the count. Lizzie Styles is up next. Already got their mount for the season. Very nice. It's actually a cool looking mount. I'm not a huge fan of recolors, but you know, that's not a bad one, honestly. It's going to be stunned onto Abominations. Lizzie's looking to end the game right now. Is that AMS going to be enough for the Death Knight to stay alive a little longer? Maybe no trinket coming out for Lizzie. Looks like they are going to sit the stun the whole time. Desperately, Abominations trying to get those Death Strikes in. The nerf to Death Strikes healing for Death Knights is looking like it's actually showing itself. Only 8% dampening. Abomination has not been able to recover in health whatsoever. And Lizzie is just looking to light inside away from the pet. Getting gripped by A-Bomb and does take him out with a counter strike immediately. The next Abomination in terms of or in the form of also Unholy Death Knight is up next. Stun onto the DK immediately. This is how it's going up in the air. Before they can get gripped, there's going to be freebie damage. Abomination activating AMS immediately. Needs to catch himself line of sight. Took himself quite a bit of damage, sitting at about half health before he even got himself to do any damage onto him. The Demon Hunter going to be a trinket out of that short stun. Abomination not looking healthy at all. Getting himself Apocalypse to get the full army rolling. Lizzie looking to book it out of there. Doesn't want to deal with a pets whatsoever. Actually just looking to use a couple of range attacks onto Abomination to end them maybe. Decided, you know what, I have Metamorphosis, I have Cleave, and Abomination goes down. Lizzie just decided, you know what, he is low on health. Not popping a BF. Don't know if he has cooldowns, but I am just going to eliminate him ASAP. Abomination the 4th is up next and looking like he wants to end Lizzie. Lizzie popping a blur immediately there. It's going to be Destiny got triggered. I don't know by whom. I guess by Lizzie at that point. Maybe he was saving it to use it not against the Death Knight. Just got Trinket would split the damage amongst all the pets that Death Knight owns. And Abomination is looking to get himself out of there. Has Mark for the ready onto Lizzie. Looking to maybe let it get a shot. Lizzie denies a kidney shot, but going up in there, forcing the Cloak of Shadows out of the Rogue. The Assassination Rogue is looking to get himself a reset. Maybe land himself a proper opener with a kidney shot. Lizzie still holding on to a trinket in case things go bad. Blinded to Lizzie. Not gonna trinket it, even though they have a Vendetta on them. So Abomination popped quite a lot of cooldowns, committed quite a lot. Now there's a Vendetta overlap with a blind. A lot of his burst potential is kind of gone. Still can go for a very sustained heavy potential, sustained heavy playstyle. Still has evasion, vanish, so that's a lot for him to work with. Twisted Appendage comes in as well. It's going to give him quite a bit of damage he wouldn't have. He's going to be tricking out of Lizzie. It's going to be their own Twisted Appendage dropping onto Abomination. Looks like he's getting Abomination reversed with Corruption. Corruption reversal for Lizzie came at a right clutch time. And Abomination the 5th is looking to end this game right after as an arcane mage. Gonna hit him with arcane missiles immediately. Lizzie sitting at about half health is gonna go playing defensive with the crucibles. That's gonna be actual Breath of the Dying build for Abomination, looking to maybe get that execute. Lizzie tried to deny the kill by going into darkness, actually flying up in the air right after. Abomination is gonna land inside it completely, but he has a perfect opportunity to get Lizzie with the Breath of the Dying and execute him right then and there. He's gonna set him with arcane missiles. Lizzie needs to make sure to interrupt those arcane missiles. The next one is gonna be detrimental to their health. He needs to land inside this as best as possible. Needs to be very careful. The channel ability is quite strong here, and it could do enough damage to end him. He barely has a sliver of health. That's gonna be Breath of the Dying out of Abomination immediately. So Lizzie better have some kind of CC plan. Back blink by the mage, looking out Lizzie completely and taking him out. Tasty's the last man left to take down the team Abomination. He's the last man to fight the hive mind that is the Scarlet Crusade of Team A-Bomb. Arcane missiles trying to hit him over the bat. Tasty getting set up with his own primal elemental. That's gonna be Abomination tricking it out of that lightning lasso. It's gonna be quite a bit of damage out of Tasty though. It's gonna hit Abomination with the capacity, turn him into a hex right after. Tasty actually took quite a bit of damage himself. Actually, look at his health, recovering as much as he can with his own heals. Abomination getting out of a hex. Healing surges are coming out, continuing to come out for Tasty. Is gonna drop Abomination on Arcane. That's gonna be locking him out for a second. That's gonna be a couple zaps available for free. Tasty doesn't need to worry about getting locked out for a second. Big Earth Shock slapping a bomb. He is gonna go for a ice block as Tasty sinks a couple lightning bolts into him and is looking to catch a couple heals here and there. A-Bomb needs to get some sort of interrupt, or I'm finding out what to deal with this right now. Could that be the end actually to Abomination? That was the end. Tasty had him low enough for the percentage. Not even percentage damage actually does take out Abomination. Team A-Bomb goes down, but they had themselves quite a good sitting in the opener. The damage that Abomination the Outlaw did to the Feral in the opener was absolutely absurd, dude. That's some out-of-the-world burst. It comes out of nowhere. You don't expect it, but it's a lot of damage. Blade Blood's got a group? Okay, let me get another one going, yeah? Who else got a group? Teppa got a group? 5-5 full down. Okay, we'll get Blade Bloods and Teppa, since the majority of each team from last game got to play. Teppa T. Is that right? Hey. How's it going? What's up? How you doing? Oh, you having a good one, man? Let me go back to the duel mix, man. That was an interesting set of songs, but let's go back to the duel mix. That's the song playing in the back. Autonomy is an illusion. Actually, you know, the song is gonna be like, trying to make a frogs guy, destroy the child, corrupt them all. Some Alex Jones shit right there, dude. Alrighty. Let me save that one real quick. Oh, we got ourselves. Oh, Shadow Priest. Zully, what's up, man? How you doing? We got ourselves what? 150, 151, 51, boys. We broke that 150 mark onto the recordings for EU. Let's hit that 300 before NA. How about it, boys? Give me some good duels, yeah? Give me some good duels, boys. Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Fuma on Team Blue, pacing back and forth as what looks like a Feral. We got a Fox pick as a Fox. We got us as Method War. We got us as MM Prox, and Zully in the back with a Shadow Priest. That's a variety for Team Blue. Team Red, we got us as Benji with a Scuba Diver suit. We got Cherno Morska. Oh, it's a Draenei. We don't see a lot of Draenei's in here. We also got ourselves Druin. Druin looks like it's going to be a Feral versus Feral match here in the opener. Warport in the... Oh, Wombo Combo and the Warport in the back. Alrighty, Prox is going to be going up first. Actually, it's not even a Feral. It's a Boomkin. Druin trying to go for a big old Thorns right now. Big Trust Trigger coming out Prox. Well, Prox is actually getting completely dumpstered by this Boomkin damage. He didn't even pop Incarnation. Druin just came out with big bursts out of nowhere. What did he hit him? Druin! Prox immediately tucked his tail and ran. I mean, normally you see a Feral just obliterating boomies, but this man is straight up backpedaling. Somehow got a Moonfire, Sunfire out of Prox. He's actually just melting this guy. Bash onto Prox, shooting out of him immediately, trying to get offensive with a bite. That's going to be a Bardic Steam for Druin for a second. Prox got himself wall up and running. No, actually, no, he didn't actually has 2 walls available. Looks like Prox is actually trying to go through as many comp points as he can, trying to get himself as many heals. Big bike on the Druin as he doesn't have Bardic Steam anymore. Prox is getting hit with a silence, won't be able to heal while Paladin. Silence tried to dip out of it for a second. Thorns are up for Druin, trying to get a regrowth. Actually, he's diving into bear form as he's about dead. Actually popping a lot more healing as Prox goes for Breath of a Dying. So far, Druin denied the Skull Bash, then denied the execute. Now Prox is going to have a longer execute for that Breath of a Dying, not going to have a Skull Bash, and Druin is just continuing to pelt him with Star Swords back to back. Sending bear form, trying to go for a spin. Short stun onto Druin. Is that going to be enough though? You see dead Prox? Does he get the advantage here? Looks like he's going for the big kill. And oh my goodness, Druin had such a good play in the opener, but Prox did punish him in the end, man. This is a feral Druid's dream. Boomy is normally a feral Druid's dream, but actually made it kind of a challenge for Prox. Actually really had to play there. It's going to be Jester got chicken in the opener as Benji having to go for blood of the enemy. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance. Wings are not going up. Does get a stun to Prox. He does steal Thorns. Benji just popped blood of the enemy and he decided to go for self heals instead. Prox does get hit by appendage, immediately eliminating that corruption. Benji going in for cooldown stun right now. He's going to trick it out of Prox. Does not have a trick it anymore. And we got this Wowzer with a donation, my man. I wish I could paint you like a musketeer. Dalberg. Wowzer, if you want to paint me like a musketeer, go for it. Can we get a hashtag Wowzer in chat? Showing appreciation for the wonderful 2-bone donation. My man, appreciate ya. My boy, Benji, not looking all that good, but does end a Hydra into Prox. No Thorns for it, has wings, is not doing the most amount of damage with his wings, so I would expect some massive obliterating damage, but at least he was building holy power rather than spending it with wings. Short stunner to Benji, does he have a bubble for this with Bob? Anything, I think he's going for the count. It looks like Prox does take him out. 2 minutes, 2 people down for the count. 3 minute is coming up, and who is going to be the third? Cherno Morska. Is that the best name? Cherno is good. Is it Cherno? Chermo? R and N next to one another makes me think it's an M. It's going to be a Hydra to Prox. He's backpedaling back and forth. This is going to be Thorns for Prox as wings come out by the Paladin. Looking like he wants to just root him out. Looks like Prox is just going to bail out of the immediately. Could have waited maybe for a juke. Cherno trying to go for a cyclotronic trinket. He got wings and everything. Has to go for a self heal as Prox catches himself a restyle. Just to make sure he has himself the big go right here. Gonna be a big go by Prox instead. Have himself full bike and everything thrown in Cherno. He's gonna go for the Shield of Vengeance. Maybe he'll be able to reverse it. Nope. That's gonna be Thorns keeping him at bay. Trying to get a Cyclotronic. Does land the Cyclotronic onto Prox. It does very little damage though. I don't know if maybe Prox is just healing through it or what. But that Cyclo, I think it should have done a lot of damage, but it didn't melt to me when. Is Cyclo just that bad nowadays? I don't see anybody use it, but maybe that's why. It's going to be Prox trying to open up with Breath of the Dying, kind of using it at a 45-second CD since he doesn't use it as an execute. Flashlight coming out for Cherno does go down immediately. Cherno had Bubble and Bop. I guess he was expecting to survive the damage maybe, and then he went down like a rock. Next up is going to be Warport as a Destro, trying to go for a bit of a demonic gateway here. As a Destro Warlock, is he going to have an easy time versus a Prox, man? I would think this would be the class to match him. It is a arena that I would say would benefit the Feral more than anybody. But I mean, I guess what else can you do? Prox just getting as offensive as possible. Try to get the bleeds rolling. Warport popping a wall. Popping a every cooldown. Try to sling those Chaos Bolts into Prox. He's just going to go line of sighting the Infernal, the Chaos Bolts, and running away from the enemy. Warport even tried to go for a Warlock gateway there that he set up earlier, but did not get any line of sight or any value out of it. Prox catch himself a quick re-stealth. 5 minutes in, not even dampening yet, and Warport is already getting attacked by Prox as soon as the DRs were down. Warport still has a Infernal for a second. Could go for a Fear here or a Chaos Bolt. Trying to go for a Chaos Bolt. Is the Infernal in play? Was the Infernal in play for that Chaos Bolt to be beefed up? Does sling a second one into Prox. Looks like both of these two are lagging really badly. I don't know what's going on. Prox took 2 Chaos Bolts back to the face. And it did hurt him quite a bit. He recovered pretty handily as soon as it could. That's going to be Dusty got chicken dipping. Warport just desperately low. Does get interrupted on the fire. Warport still can cast Fear if he needs to or Drain Life. Is trying to see if he can separate himself from Prox. Trying to land a Fear on the guy. Is going to land it with a Chaos Bolt to follow. Aggressive play. Is he going to be able to make anything work off of that? Does he have Death Gold to follow? Fear again onto Prox. Should probably go for Drain Life. Immediately get interrupted on Drain Life. And down goes Warport. Wombo combo is the last man standing on Team Red. Can he come back from Prox's domination here? Absolutely dominated the enemy Team Red after having such a duel against Druin. Druin really surprised the hell out of Prox. I really want to see what Druin went for, man. Because I would think it would be great to play Boomkin and do a lot of damage in PvP, you know? He didn't even pop Incarn. He didn't pop Incarn for that, did he? It's going to be Wombo. Already getting hit. Prox tried to Wombo combo the man named Wombo combo with the bike. Not going to happen. He's going to root him and try to see if he can kite away. It's going to be Fistafir locking him down. Bear form to defense here. And Walnut. Actually, I think it's the first time we've seen Prox use Wall here, maybe. Or he used it a handful of times, maybe once But this is actually like, hey, it's a monk. It looks like he knows what he's doing. But he's coming a little bit early. It is thorns for procs. He's coming a little bit early. Disarming the feral. I don't know. Doesn't man know what he's doing? Fistavir trying to fly, Prox trying to connect, not happening. As Prox does leap away from it. Wombo has nothing left. No karma. Pop wall a little bit early. That was touching death as well, and Prox survived it handily. If Wombo can somehow just survive a little bit of damage for Prox to go for another leg sweep, Wombo setup, he might stand a chance here. Try to go for a bit of Vivifies as the bleeds are wrecking him. 11% dampening still allows him quite a bit of healing. Fistavir locking out Prox. He just hit you with a breath of it dying, dude. He stole your breath. Took your breath away, dude. The Trinket Feral with the Wombo combo. How much of the damage was your cat damage? How much of it was Trinket damage? Now, we don't get to see, like, realistic numbers here when I look at the detail. With Spectator mode, when I use detail, it doesn't show realistic numbers. Oh, hey. The team of Abomination is starting to form together. There's 2 of them. 2 Abomination. After this one, there's probably going to be 3 of them, right? Prox got himself Rip. Rake, see, just bleed him and run. Big bites, reaping flames, just squeeze into a cooldown as much as he can. Devour Vitality is a corruption, lethal strikes is a passive, Fair Frenzy. So actually, Spine didn't really do that much. I mean, it did good damage, but it was expected for it to be a lot higher. The mode guidance bike is actually a 2-parter. So this did about 50% of someone's health, average damage. It was like 12% of someone's health. Normal hit on a crit, it was quarter of someone's health. This thing did a normal of 10%, so essentially you could do 30% of someone's health in a single global with remote guidance into the crits, and then normal hit with this. And Spine did an average of 6%. I guess it did split between pets too, but on the highest you could do is about close to 20%, like 17%. If it crits, 30% on a solo target, because it does split damage amongst everybody around. So that could be rough a little bit. Gano, yo, Dal. I don't know if you got a group or not, Gano. Hey man, got a full group? Okay, let's do that. We can go Ali and Milan. And we can do Cajun versus whoever's ready after him, yeah? Blade Bloods and Teppo just got to play. I don't know if Gano has a group. If Gano has a group, then we'll get him rolling too. Oh, the Abomination Boys are starting to get together, yeah? We got this is Ali. We got ourselves Milan. Hold on, I can't see your name barely. Well, we're in the camera. Okay, that should do it. Cool. Let me get another recording going then. I'll give him a second. I don't know if it bugged or not. Here we go. Beautiful. Black or cold? I like that arena. I think it's a small enough arena. It's kind of enjoyable. Last week there were a lot more groups. No, we just started the stream, man. You gotta give it a second. You gotta give him a second. Sick music, bro. Thank you, Pooh. I appreciate it, man. Glad you like it. Did you change like its emojis or whatever? Dude, it looks so fucking normie. They look like normie emojis, dude. Let's get some of them Dal emotes, man. Fucking Dal cry. I think it's more beautiful than... What is it? Hold on, let me find that crying face emoji. Where is this thing? Dude, which one is better? The one on the left or right? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? It's like you're in the eye doctor apartment. 1 or 2? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Okay. Switch. It looks like Team Abomination is still getting people together. Hopefully they didn't lag or anything. We got ourselves ABG up first, or one of the people on Team Blue. We got ourselves Altrix as a Warlock. I'm Destro, but it looks a weapon line. Here we got Mun as a Warrior, already get attacked by Abomination. We got Thanatos in the back as a Demon Hunter. Mun is actually getting CC back to back, getting Strongbolt onto Abomination. Looks like Blood of the Demons coming out, but one of these guys looks like the bike is going to be hit for Abomination. Your ride is here. Your Uber has come. Disarm onto Abomination with a Twisted Appendage attack, and Mun, he doesn't limit the Twisted Appendage. Immediately having to go for a bit of heal versus Abomination. Bomb. It's looking like it might be one-man army here. Doesn't even need a fourth. It's going to be parry up. So Mun does not get any kind of self heals, but they did recover quite a lot of health in the short term they had in Rage Regeneration, trying to see if they can blast through the parries of Abomination. Bomb. It's kind of out of cooldown. He just went through this full setup. He had his full burst and everything set up here. That's going to be Twisted Appendage coming out. So that should give him quite a bit of CC. Actually went for a gouge into Mun to keep him CC'd a little bit longer while Twisted Appendage wailed on him. So that's actually very interesting play. I like the CC heaviness. Although Mun can Zerker Rage out of it immediately. And Mun is going to have to go. Even another Twisted Appendage needs to eliminate it. Otherwise, it's free damage. Getting quite low stun. And oh, Abomination caught him between a tentacle and a tentacle. That's going to be a bike onto Abomination again. He didn't order no Uber. That's going to be a blind to Thanatos. He trick inside of it immediately. Abomination Cloak of Shadows right now. Trying to see if he can bail out of the Does go for a Vanish, I think. I think he tried to see if he can vanish away from the Demon Hunter. Trying just to see if he can sprint out of there at this point. He's going to get himself a Sit Pickup rolling. Sit Pickup is good. Quite a bit of healing. Thanatos deciding to just stand there, aim that Metamorphosis, and try to see if he can cut Abomination off. Going to be short stunned by the Rogue. He's looking to continue running as fast as possible and as much as possible. The Demon Hunter not giving him any breaks whatsoever. Abomination still needs to maintain the slow into Thanatos as best possible. Twisted Appendages are going to punish the Demon Hunter for not attacking. He's going to get a Twisted Appendage of his own into Abomination. Not looking good for this Rogue right now. Twisted Appendage is going to try to latch onto him and does sear his mind, cooking alive on the stove. Abomination is going to be up next. The Warlock Abomination. I'm going to guess Destruction Warlock. Yeah, probably Destrum. I would be surprised if it was Affliction. Although it would be a nice surprise. A surprise. A pleasant, what is it? What's that meme? It's like a Star Wars meme. A surprise, but a pleasant one at least, or something like that. A pleasant one at that. That's gonna be, nope, Destro, the good old tried and true Destro plays as Abomination getting hit with a stun lock by Thanatos, trying to get an Immolate after getting a Succubus to seal onto Thanatos, dropping down a full Immolation Infernal on top of him. Chaos Bolts are flying. No, for long, actually stunned short by Thanatos, getting hit with the Fear. Abomination should be able to break that Fear. Still getting hit with a big old Chaos Bolt. Second Chaos Bolt to come out right after. Does have himself Blur up and running. Third Chaos Bolt trying to make its way out. Is going to drop Darkness to see if he can fight Abomination. Sitting in the darkness while A-Bomb is CC'd. Does get him the Demon Form up and running. Short stun into A-Bomb. Flying up in the air. A-Bomb is actually choosing, you know what? I want to get some line of sight. I need Chaos Bolts, but I need to get some line of sight. This is going to be percentage health damage. That's spooky as hell. The Infernal does go down, and Abomination's out of his big go down. Thanatos was able to recover quite a bit of health, because he did go I-Beam, and he did fly up in the air, and then he still has Metamorphosis buff. When you fly up in the air as a Demon Hunter, you don't turn into a demon with like all the demonic buffs. You look like a demon, but you don't have the buffs like Metamorphosis, so no leech or anything like that. So you have to actually I-Beam or Meta, and then fly up in the air if you want the benefits of it. And look at Thanatos got himself a lot of percentage health. Blood of the enemy onto Abomination, but still super low. Abomination could take him out any moment. Instead of trying to come out, as he gets hit with the Succubus C, Fear to follow short. Thanatos does recover a little bit of health somehow. Fear to follow again onto the Demon Hunter. He is going to have to run in the other direction for a second. And if Abomination can just keep him in that fissure for a moment, that'll be a reduction to healing. Thanatos is getting himself, I think, a Warlock health. He kills the Demon. I think he gains the heal. I think he might actually have 25% more damage from killing a demon. Abomination tried to see if he could run away from the rain of fire. Thanatos recovered quite a lot of health there. He did slay the pet. I believe Demon Hunters still, if they eat a demon soul, they do 25% more damage, so I believe that actually still functions in this duel. If he does go to kill the Succubus, it's going to be more CC onto Thanatos as he fully recovered, and Abomination not looking that good anymore, man. Stun is going to get dropped down pretty low. That's going to be Twisted Appendage just eliminating right now. Does have to go for a Conflict Rate, going to be an interrupt onto that stun, and didn't even have a chance. Thanatos has got him on every corner, every angle. Abomination is going to be up next as Unholy. Iteration number 3. We'll see if this one works out as he got Twisted Appendage in the full Army of the Dead. Stun to Thanatos is getting barraged by everybody. It still is going to be Necrotic stacking up on him little by little though. Does get a Blur up and running with a Metaverse, stunning all of the pets around him for a short moment. The word DR before. I-Beam through the full Army of the Dead, and looks like Thanatos has recovered quite a lot of health. Did he slay any of the pets? Does he get like the souls from them too? I don't know if he does or doesn't, but Abomination went in full swinging, and even though he got the cooldowns, this man is the one that had the most amount of healing, and Abomination looking that good! Oh my goodness! Thanatos, just obliterating this DKs and Warlocks. This is a class that give you a lot of trouble, or everybody a lot of trouble. By coming out onto A-Bomb, and he's going to have to try to see if he can arcane his way out of here. Thanatos still has that Metamorphosis for quite a bit of time. Try to see if he can Blade Dance on top of the Mage. Flying up in there, Abomination might want to find some line of sight. He's going to blink it to cover immediately, popping an Invis as soon as he can. And he's going to go for food while the Demon Hunter is in the air. If he can somehow deny him the feast, those would be perfect. Abomination got himself quite a lot of healing there, though. Quite a good play with that Invis and food immediately. He's like, you know what? He's going to go up in there. If I can get away, start eating immediately, then I'll be in a good spot. Popped Invis, eat food as soon as possible. Stun onto Abomination. Trinkets out. So next time Thanatos has a go, he's going to be able to really really pressure A-bomb. The Demon Hunter, though, while a mobile class, has a limited mobility. You have 2 fail rushes, you have a range interrupt, which does help you out a lot, you have 1 vengeful retreat. But if Abomination could just play around all that mobility, then he can just punish Thanatos with arcane missiles as he goes behind the pillar, because eventually he's going to go behind the pillar, right? He has to. Thanatos tries to see if he can get a charge onto Abomination. It's going to be going for a bit of blinks. It's going to be stunned. Does go for Ice Block as the Twisted Appendage comes out. Thanatos is denied any healing while in Metamorphosis form. So Abomination using Ice Block pretty defensively just for the tentacle. It's quite a bold move. I guess he didn't have a lot of mobility to work with. Thanatos flying up in the air actually cannot get any value damage onto A-Bomb. Is he going to go for that same food strat? He went Invis. He can't eat though. Decided that, you know what, I need to cast Insta-Cast in order to regen whatever health I can. While Invis is up, blinking away, Thanatos is getting still smacked around by arcane spells. Not going for that interrupt onto I-Beam. Should be going for the interrupt because that reduces all that haze that Thanatos would get. But it looks like Abomination is done for the count. No Ice Block available. It's gonna be Temple up and running. But what can the boy do at this point? I think the Demon Hunter has him locked out into an imprison. I think as the cooldowns of that imprison comes out, this is gonna be the last time you've been alive. Blink does eliminate appendage, but does get cleaved in the back. Thanatos not giving the Abominations a chance to play the game. Now the Death Knight Abomination dropping in full army of the dead. That's gotta be Thanatos killing the pet. He killed the Abomination pet. This man means business. I think he actually got TD proc through the pet, maybe. Maybe that's Abomination CD proc. Thanatos flying up in the air, does not get gripped on, and the Abomination is paying the price. No AMS available. Thanatos can even turn around and start killing these other small pets. Decided, you know what, I might as well do percentage damage to the pets as well. Tried to chain up ice to hold the Demon Hunter down. Even went for a death pack right now. Tried to heal through his own death pack. Might have not been a good move to do it. Decided to go, you know what, I have a bit of health death pack. I have my health necrotic. Maybe now I can go for a bit of damage. And Thanatos, just look at him. We just looked away from this man for a second. His health is back up to full. And Abomination is now the one paying the ultimate price here, dude. Stun onto Thanatos. He doesn't have a trinket. Abomination's super low in health. Might need to go for lots of healing. But not he can do. Nothing he can do as the Demon Hunter enters the arena. Tank trinkets be gone, but Demon Hunters are still busted good at duels. Oh my god. He did a lot of damage, but he also healed a lot. Does he heal from all his pets when they die? That is a question I'd love to know. Because I actually, on details, cannot check healing. Like, if I go to healing, right? If I go to healing, it doesn't track it. It only tracks whatever is on, like, whatever we are on. That's just quite a lot of damage. Like, a lot of it is just, I mean, he killed all the A-bombs, right? Yeah, he actually got attack on every A-bomb. And then on all these pets, too. Auras. I can't say his auras. So I can't say if he got the buff from the pet, from killing the demon. Oh, crazy, dude. Crazy. Actually doesn't even show how many times he casts a spell, yeah. My god, dude. He did what? His average hit with more guidance is about 20% of someone's health. And then the fire damage is 10, so 30% every single time he gets to go at it. Fell Lance does about 11% of someone's health. Actual 11% of someone's health. It's percentage damage. Just fly it up in the air and pelt people. That's so difficult, man. Oh my god. One more couldn't even play. Alright, maybe we'll get that team with the Thanatos in there versus somebody else, since they didn't really, majority of that team didn't really get to play. It was really the DH that got to play, yeah? I think it's fair. I think it's fair. We'll get Ali in here versus Cajun. And Teppo, Hearthstone's allowed if you're not a Warlock? Yes, they are. If you have a Warlock on your team, you can use Hearthstones. Yeah, that's normal. That's part of the rules. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you guys had them or not. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they thought. Maybe the team Abomination was like trying to play extra fair. They were just like, no Hearthstones, only the Warlock. And they're like, wait, did the Demon Hunter use a Hearthstone? Wait, a Hearthstone's allowed, or was that cheating? And it's like, no. That one I will not be able to control. So the things we don't control as just part of the rules. Things we can control. Yeah. DH seems fine. Yeah, DH seems fine. Totally okay. Yeah, if you guys are expecting the nerf to Demon Hunters anytime soon, not happening. Not in time. Not up in here. What's up, Steve? How you doing? Snoopy, how you doing, dude? I saw your big birds before, man. Did get healing there, but healing was left alone. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's somebody. I feel like there's got to be like someone over Blizzard. There's got to be somebody over at Blizzard, like their nephew or someone plays Demon Hunter and he loves being overpowered, and I'm like, well, I don't want to make my nephew sad, so don't nerf Demon Hunters. Like, when you look at Demon Hunters, they're not even overpowered in PvE. They are extremely strong, but not overpowered, you know? Demon Hunters are never top of the charts. If you look at logs, right? Actually, let's do this. Let's do this for fun. Real quick. Let's look if a Demon Hunter is ever top of the charts on any boss fight. Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure, and I couldn't eat my own words here, I'm pretty sure Demon Hunters are not top end damage on every boss, right? I think they're always like second or third or fourth. So they're consistently good. But number one, it always changes what class it is, because it kind of helps out. Like, one class certain fight is extremely good, for other classes not as much. So take a look at Demon Hunters and statistics here by boss. What are Demon Hunters? Towards the top, but never like at the very top. Fire Mage is there for the mythic. Let's go heroic. Let's go heroic. Just because mythic is like the top of the top of the top. Demon Hunters, like, that's third, not top, but third. Let's see for bosses. How are they? Rathian, who's the top class? Affliction Warlocks. Demon Hunters are not terrible still. They're middle of the pack. Melee has struggled with that fight for a specific reason. Anybody that's a bursty class, Affliction Warlock, Balancer, Fire Mage, Dots, all help. Burst class, Dots and Pets, the chase up to the boss, Dots and Pets, Burst class, kind of bursty-ish class, Burst class. Okay, let's take a look at mode. What do we got? Demon Hunters. They're not at the top, but they're still good. You got Fire Mage, Sass Stroke, Blast, and everything, right? Prophet, Skid Stroke, who's looking amazing? Balancer with a Sass Strokes, where Demon Hunters, middle of the pack. Not the worst. That I go against him a little bit because I like Metamorphosis, but not the worst. Dark Prophet, Zanesh. Demon Hunters are not top, but towards the top of the middle pack. But, you know, casters everywhere because it's a good fight for them. Hive Mind, big AoE. Demon Hunters, not like Outlaw, Fire Mage, and Arms Warriors, but they're still towards the top. You know, they're sneaking in there, dude. They're sneaking. We got ourselves Shadhar, full single target fight. Arms Warrior, Fire Mage, Assassin Rogue, Affliction Warlock. Every class is good at single target. Demon Hunters are kind of like just at the bottom of the top pack. You know what I mean? They're just hiding, making sure not to be nerfed. We got ourselves Destrogad for Death. That's a fifth. Not at the top. No Bowsers, not Elemental Shamans. So they never are the problem. You see, Demon Hunters always somewhere near the top, except for a handful of fights. But they're near the problem. Because everybody looks at, because Arms isn't always top. It's top in a couple fights. But where's Arms like fights this is a bad for, right? Where's Arms here? Where's Arms here? Where's Arms? Middle. Where's Arms for, I don't know, Shadhar? Shadhar, actually Arms is up here. What about fight like Raden? Is Arms up here? Arms up here. What about Vexiona? Does Arms ever go down? No, Arms is still up there actually. Ilganoth, does Arms still stay up above? Actually, yeah, Arms Warrior seems to be really good too apparently. What the fuck? Arms, oh, yeah. So like Arms Warrior has more top spots. And it's not a problem. Fire Mages, you know, everybody's like busted Fire Mages. Affliction War, like stopping raids. Assassin Rogues, Outlaw Rogues, man. You know what I mean? Demon Hunters just never really at the top. They just skirt it. They skirt that top spot. Barely. Okay, we're going to Cajun and Ali, right? Okay, let's get Cajun and Ali. Down City is under attack. Violet Hole is under attack. What? Oh, where you horde please start duels? Alright. I want to show you guys. I want to show you. So everybody, you can't really say Demon Hunters overpowered because they really by numbers are not. In PvP, in duels, in arenas, they do a lot of self-healing, yes. But you could always, but if you say, let's do a Demon Hunter main, they'll point to like the charts, they'll point to the numbers. They'll say, hey look, we're not. Hey look, we're not top here. We're not overpowered. Because if we'll be overpowered, they'll be overpowered across the board. So I feel like it's a way for them to kind of hide in a really good top tier spot without technically being overpowered. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. You got a link in your playlist? Yeah. Right now it's, yeah, actually that's the link. If you want to listen to it and use it in your streams. I don't mind. Twitch. I update it from time to time too. I add songs in here and there. These are the songs that don't get copyright issues at all. Plus the ones that I like. I think they're probably one of the better ones. Yeah, they're probably. Alright, what do we got? We got this blue with Alcatraz. Alrix. How do I get Alcatraz out of it? We got this Corlash in the back as well. Law coming in as a monk. Gonna be first up. We got Mun in the back and Najar as a Demon Hunter. They dropped the Demon Hunter Thanatos. And we got Atronox and Antronox on Team Red with Crippers. How's it going, Crip? Got us a Sylvia in the back. Tasty as in hands. We got Void Form up first as a, what is that, Void Elf? Is that a Void Elf? Shatterpiece? It is! And Law actually getting juked out by Void Form. Dropping down quite low in health. It's going to be the Underrot Trinket with a Safeguard to follow. Should be dispelling. Law could go for a Karma any moment. Law actually doesn't have Karma. What happened? When did Law use Karma? As Void Form tried to go for a bit of that BTO. Looks like Law might be down for the count. The Shatterpiece is trying to execute Law right now. He doesn't have a touch of death. Spoiling barely. The dots available. Void Form does eat a fat touch of death right before he goes down, however. I missed a whole beautiful duel. Looking at the boys, I want to introduce everybody. I want to introduce the gang, and I missed quite a good amount of action apparently here, boys. Looks like it's gonna be Corlash getting the full army up and running. Void Form trying to see if he can Void Form out of there. How is he gonna deal with this? Greater Fate is up and running, trying not to get juked out, trying to get himself Shadow Men's up and running. There's gonna be a full army of the dead on him. Send to Corlash just to Trinket out of it, and Void Form is gonna get the dots up and running. Corlash army is starting to dissipate, getting a hit. Void Form with a bike does have Vampiric Eruption for him. Does he go for a life swap? He could life swap. Life swap is allowed. Does go for a Void Eruption while Vampiric embraces up. So it does give him a little bit extra burst with it. Corlash actually not looking that good. Doesn't have a lot of defenses. Void Form might be able to take him out actually. Super low in health, both of them. Void Form, does he have it? Oh my god. Anyone's game right now trying to go for a mind control. And how does Corlash survive that? Wait, he's just dead to the dots either way, isn't he? Wait. Void Form took him out from beyond the grave. Taking down Death Knights. Who is this man? Get Void Form back into these duels, man. Crippers is going to get hit with a big old blood enemy. Bike coming down by Mun. Just trying to see if he can execute Crippers in a single setup opener. He's going to trick it out of that stun as he sees the wings coming out for the Paladin, fears him and runs in the other direction. Crippers trying to see if he can catch up. Execute sentence onto Mun. Mun got himself Reflect up and running. I don't know if he can reflect back at Crippers. Maybe reflect the stars back out of him. Could he do it? Is that a thing? Can that happen? That's going to be a Mun trying to see if he can get some big damage onto Crippers. Safeguard Trinket coming out for the both of them. And a bop coming out for Crippers. Mun has himself in Rage Generation. Cannot heal through it. Having to leap away. Oh! Double dunk onto him. Trying to see if he can charge the Crippers, but gets smacked with a big old hammer to the face. Oh my goodness. Andy, how you doing, man? Still need one more ear, guys? Yeah, guys, join Andy for a group. I don't even say your name. Alric? Alric. That's not a bad name. Alrix. I want to call you Alcatraz, dude. Alrix is up next. Alrix, a Destruction Warlock. He's an Orc Destruction Warlock, but he said to practice the art of the Scourge, summoning demons. You know, he met up with some undead boys in the oh wait, no, Undercity is dead. What did undead hang out now? Orgrimmar toilets? He went to the Orgrimmar sewage system to find some undead to teach him the Warlock ways. He got that dope-ass get-up that he wore back in high school in 2012 while listening to some bull from a Valentine. It's gonna be horror effect onto Crippers. Try to see if he can land a big cannonball. Crippers still does have bubble though, so as long as he lines up the bubble at the right time, he'll be in a good spot. Shield of Vengeance is up as well. If he ever wants to use another cannonball, he's gonna smack him for quite a bit. But no Infernal for Altrix. Finally, Infernal coming out. It's gonna be a proc Infernal. If Altrix can get himself Alrix, I call him Altrix. If he can get himself up in a couple of cannonballs while Crippers is out in the open, he'll be in a good spot. Fear is going to be DR'd. Stun to Alrix as he has himself wall. Might be a bubble necessary for Crippers. He's going quite low. Shield of Vengeance is going to try to come out first, try to delay any damage for now. Alrix decided, you know what? Not even worth hitting into that Shield of Vengeance. And it looks like Crippers actually stunned the pet. He hodged the Succubus. I don't know if that was the play here. There's going to be Shield of Vengeance popping out, but it is split between the pet and the Warlock. Still has Infernal if he wants to Succubus CC onto Crippers with a Fear right after. Kind of DR'd it a little bit. Proc for Infernal coming out for the Warlock. So he's doing pretty good right now, man. He's doing fine. But he needs to get those cannonballs up and running. So I'm trying to summon for Felhunter. Crippers actually playing that Crucible of Flame just so he can get the big old dunks onto Alrix. Try to hit him with a slow. That Fear is going to run him in the other direction. But Alex is really out of options. Hodge to follow. I think he never really went for a big Infernal play just now, did he? I think he never went for Infernal play. That sucks. That's unfortunate. Najjar is up next, though. Getting hit with a slow immediately. Oh, man. Demon Hunters. Boys, if you ever fight against a Demon Hunter, hit him with a slow. I know they have a lot of movement speed. I know the dash all over the place, but hit him with a slow. It really does help. It really does help. Hit him with any slow you got. Keep him slowed at all times. Don't let him move around. The master gives him extra movement speed. Don't let him move around. Make him use their abilities to close the gap with you. Eventually they'll run out of those if you keep him slowed. That's going to be stunned onto Najar. Does choose to trinket out of it. Look into Ant Creepers. Creeper still has bubble right now if you need it. And I think Najar, yeah, look at that. He wasted all his mobility. Now he's slowed. Creeper's able to get him some flashlights, and Najar can't stop it whatsoever. Has one more Fell Rush, but looks like he's really just exhausting every single Fell Rush he's got. And Creepers is continuing to recover himself behind the pillar, which is working out well for him. Najar no longer slowed. Try to see if he can close the gap yet again. Creeper's got them stars running all over the place. That's going to be IBM 4. Najar does get interrupted on IBM, not getting the haze ball from the trade. Still haze ball from Metamorphosis, and is using the tank trinket. Najar, somebody should have told you tank trinkets no longer are good. Creeper's looking to just end him while Bubble is up and running, not even going defensive. Actually, Shield of Vengeance inside of the bubble just to give himself a float right now, dude. He's looking to maybe just end Najar. Najar still has darkness if anything, dropping on darkness. That's going to be wings. Creeper still gets through that darkness. Just slashes through a darkness with his mighty paladin powers. Wow, these are some of the shortest duels ever. Creepers for big ol' 2-0. Void form. I honestly, Creepers went for 3 kills, boys. But I gotta tell you, I like what Void form was doing. I like what he was thinking with. Like, he was thinking with some big brain strategy. He didn't give up. If only he had life swap, because that's allowed in these duels. So if you're a priest and you want to go life swap, you are allowed. So if you want to use it next time, Void, I'd like to see you play. Who do we got next? We got ourselves Tipak. I don't know. Blade Bloods says he's ready. We got ourselves Gata. I'm in Gruels. I'm Gruels, by the way. Just a quick one. I got a group. All right, we'll get Nagata versus Teppo. Foggy got a group. Okay, we got Foggy in here too. Dead up in his back, boys. Let's go. What's up, A-Bum? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. I'm gonna wave at you. How you doing, my guy? Is that his pet mount? Like, kind of running backwards, feeling like that Michael Jackson moonwalk. Here we go. Oh, Blade got 3 people. All right, we'll get Ngata and we got a Tupu. How does that sound, boys? Yeah. Looking for people. Perfect. Get us. Okay, I got their name right. Mark. Wait, did I mess up the name? Ngigata. Okay, then Teppo. Oh, Tapo. Okay, I fucked up the name. Teppo. Fucked. Big T. Fucked. The Big T. Mark got himself a 5-man group. Mark Wahlberg. Alright, let's get another one going, yeah? Boys, I'm having such a good time with you. I'm having such a good time watching this duel, man. I'm having fun, honestly, dude. This is the best time of the week. I used to look at streaming like, man, I have to do it, but then it's like, I want to do it, dude. I want to hang out with you boys. That's my favorite thing to do when I'm sick. Just hanging out with you boys and just chill and do whatever. Need Aliens group? Yeah. No, get them filled up, man. Get them all filled up. It's Mark. How you doing, Tasty? I know you are. I know you, Mark. Oh my god, I got a group of people that played, yeah, Dal, including me. Andy, what group are you? Did I get you in just now, or was that somebody else? Let me know, my man. Let me know. Alright, we got ourselves we got ourselves Team Red with Anto 4 as Unholy Death. We've got ourselves Hearts, HD, I don't know what to say name. HD RZ FLT Filter? We'll call him Filter. I don't know. We got ourselves Junip here as well. How's it going, Junip? We got Kalen in here as well. And Randall. Dude, Team Gnomes. What is this team full of gnomes here, dude? The wide-eyed, bright-eyed, and just ready. We got Athor on Team Blue with Benji in the back. We got Port hanging out, Wombo Combo, and Druin as a boomkin going up first versus Filter. Filter popping in his cooldowns right into the Thorns. Druin going for Bryskin while Thorns are up and running. And Filter's actually taking quite a bit of damage just from Thorns. What is going on? Does Druin have some kind of a Thorns build or something? Trying to get some cast in onto Filter. There's going to be a strong mode, forcing the chicken out of Druin. And Hard Filter is gonna get it. I'm gonna call him Hard Filter, dude. That's gonna be close enough. It's gonna be oh, Panda. She does go eliminated immediately. The Filter needs to get himself a bit of a gap closer and try to recover some health, do some damage to Druid. As the sound is slowly but surely going down little by little. Might have to go for an regeneration. Druid does not have any more defenses, no more thorns for a little bit, doing some massive damage to Hard Filter. It looks like this man might have to go for an regeneration here. Does go for it. Gonna be a massive recovery. Druid try to see if he can root Hard Filter out of that recovery. Stormbolt to follow. Does not have a trick in a Druid. Still has plenty of health. Had to go for a new. Well, thorns are up and running with. That's going to be appendage. Needs to walk the warrior away from the appendage. Still appendage is up and running on a Thing from Beyond. Attacking the warrior. I think he does eliminate the Thing from Beyond in the last moment. More instant cast coming out. Hard Filter get a hit with a stun as he tried to get himself a bit of a heal. Jordan has to go for a Jagged Roots. Does land it. That's going to be some freebie damage for him. Filter got himself reflect for just a second. Druid reflecting quite a bit of damage back to himself. What is this damage this man going on? I need to see his build. I need to see what he's doing. Stormbolt and Druid right now. And Hard Filter trying to see if he can just nail him down. Bardic is going to keep the Druid alive for a little bit longer. Hard Filter will not have a defensive available for a while. So it's up to him to get the charge heals, to get reflects, to get Stormbolts, and most importantly, just to maintain the pressure onto Druid to keep him low. That's really going to be up to him. Is Druid just playing himself the infinite stars? Is that what's really proccing on him? Is that where all his damage is at? And this man got a bit of corruption, as you can see by his kitty form, compared to a Filter. Filter looking mostly untouched, mostly untainted. But we'll see how this turns out. Filter has 50 seconds on that Winrage regen. Is going to get a reflect rolling through the thorns as Druid pops in a bear form for those thorns. Is going to go for a little bit of a bear defense here with frenzied regeneration. And it's going to be a twisted appendage attacking him stun onto Filter right now. Gonna attack from two sides. One from the Boomy. And that's actually going to be the Boomy with a Thing from Beyond. Gonna drop him down quite low in health. Does get himself quite a bit of healing from this though. And Filter is going to continue to assault the guy with the Stormbolt. Barks coming out for Druid just to stay alive a little bit longer. Needs to get more procs right now onto Hard Filter. Does go for effect by the looks of it, and then interrupts Druid instead. It's going to trick it out of that cyclone right after. Just wants to continue the pressure. I don't know if that trinket was proper, because Druid can now get a full stun on you and really take you down. Druid has the Thing from Beyond attacking him right now, popping in a bear form, trying to see if he can run away from it. It's going to go for massive healing while in bear form. How often can he heal with Enrage Regeneration? Stun onto Druid, trinkets out of it. Thorns are up, and Hard Filter hopefully has a reflect for it. He does reflect as Druid still stays in bear form. It's going to be Twisted Appendage eliminated immediately, as Filter does not want to get really pressured by those things early. Has himself in Rage Regeneration, no thorns for Druid. Hard Filter can really go for quite a lot of damage right now. Bash onto the gnome though, and Druid might be able to get some damage in there, trying to go for Cyclone just to peel the warrior off. Blaze-Storm does come out clutch in order to make him immune to CC for a little bit longer. Druid popping in Barson right now. He's still on the defense, is still on the recovery. He does recover quite a lot of health very quickly. But I wonder if he'll be able to do anything here. Trying not to get interrupted by Hard Filter. It looks like he's going to get reflected onto that Cyclone. He's going to put himself in a bad spot. And Filter is going to continue on the pressure. Might have an interrupt here. This one, Cyclone. Nope. No interrupt available. Druid trying to recover and regrowth. Trying to see if he can maybe sneak away as a cat from right now. So far, this is the longest that I've seen a Druid survive though. So I gotta really give him the credit where credit is due, man. This man has been surviving this whole time. Might just want to sit himself a little longer, popping out to get this regrowth, and Filter is already marching his way over to his position. I don't know how Druid is going to come back from this though, dude. He needs to get some massive damage in, but right now Filter has the advantage. He has the Enrage Regeneration. He has that in his pocket as the trump card that he needs in order to win this duel in case things go bad. Druid does get himself another resell though. That is perfect. He is going for re-stealth, which is very important. The more of those he can land, the better. Is trying to put himself in a corner. Filter is actually walking away from that tombstone. He doesn't look behind him, kind of tunnel visioning. So Druid got himself a lot of healing. He actually has no idea where he's at. He might almost picked up the eyes looking for this Druid. And Druid getting those dots in the open. A Lunar Strike's coming out immediately, trying to get some sort of wrath in. Filter is going to get met with the thorns. Does he do anything about it? The Reflect is up and running. That Twisted Appendage, I think, still doing damage to him. Looking to maybe take out the Twisted Appendage. I feel like Druid needs to run in the other direction of the Twisted Appendage. Take the warrior with him, not take the warrior towards the Twisted Appendage. Needs to be more aware of the positional. Trying to get some soul wrath into the warrior. Does get hit with a Stormbolt. Stun tricky coming out for both of us. Double stun comes out. Druid does not have anything left for a little bit. No defensive. Filter does still have a defensive. Cyclone trying to come out on the warrior. Does land the Cyclone. Druid got himself a massive amount of healing. I don't even know how he keeps recovering. Must be a Warlock Hellstone or something. Must be a little bit of that bear regen. Massive amount of health just lost with that Thing from Beyond. He recovered a lot of health and now he's back to down to half. There's going to be Thorns up and running. Reflect back up for Filter. He's going to be able to reflect a lot of the Thorns damage, but only for a few seconds. Stormbolt onto Druid to try to stay away from the Storms for a little bit longer, just letting the CC sit there for a bit without putting pressure. Druid needs to make a play right now, trying to see if he can juke out a pummel. There's going to be a Blaze Storm. Does not get the juke out a pummel. That's going to be a Thing from Beyond to follow up. Trying to get a Cyclone onto the Warrior. Does get hit with a Thing from Beyond, dropping him extremely low. Barkskin this just to maybe survive it. 5 minutes in, dampening is going to start rolling out. Druid better make a play right now. Filter still has Enrage Regeneration. How is Druid still alive to this day? I do not understand how he's alive. He got the Things from Beyond attacking him. He got to have some kind of a play style where there's a lot of self-healing going on here, man. There's gotta be. It's not Athy healing him or nothing. He's actually just healing himself. And it's gonna go to that corner again. Filter, is he aware? Does he know? I think he's gonna get mounted up and just chase after him. Sees where Druid is at. Druid trying to recover as much health as possible. Maybe might be able to dip into stealth again. He's gonna continue the stealth game. The dampening is rolling in. Filter, no trinket, but still Enrage Regeneration available. Druid needs to make a play. I think he needs to find a way to force out. Reflect out of Filter a little bit earlier, so the Thorns really do go through. I think he needs the Thorns to win this game. He needs to let the Warrior just attack into Thorns in order to get him super low, in order to help the damage happen. Druid popping a Barkskin a little bit early, trying to see if he can get some damage in. Thorns are up a little bit early too. Filter, does he go for the Reflect Bash? As the Reflect comes out, and Druid is going to try to bear from out of there. Letting the dots do work. Filter does get a charge in. Next to Twisted Appendage, so he eliminates it immediately. Druid trying to go for a Cyclone. Does he get pummeled on it? That's gonna be a Thing from Beyond. Trinket out of Filter. Oh, he is on the run right now. Druid took a lot of damage from a Thing from Beyond. Perfect opportunity for Filter just not to give him any breathing room whatsoever. Druid still continued to run, continued to maintain the dot. 7 minutes. How is this Boomkin alive for 7 minutes versus a Fury Warrior? I don't believe it. Stormbolt, and he does take it out of his cycle. Trying to come out, trying not to get pummeled on it. That's gonna be a Blaze Storm for Filter. Does not cancel Blaze Storm. He has to get continue that immunity from the Blaze Storm. Druid recovering quite a lot of health though. Needs to re-up those dots on the Filter again. Might have Thorns up and running soon. Trying to get a Cyclone. He's gonna get himself Cyclone. That is Reflect up onto Filter though. Druid could maybe, if he can somehow recover, could go for Thorns now. That's going to be a Thing from Beyond attacking him. Does he get to catch up? He's going to use the Cloak. Fear by Filter. He's going to get a Barkskin rolling. He's going to get some Star Surge's damage rolling. Actually getting Filter to half health with just 2 global. Stormbolt onto Druid. As he has Barkskin up for a little bit longer, Filter can start recovering quite a bit of health. Druid getting a bash onto Filter. Needs to get away from the guy. Might even want to go for Roots right now. He does hit him with a Silence. He won't be able to use a Commanding Shout in Fear, I guess. And Druid does get to get away from him for a second. If he can keep Filter's health super low, he'll be in a really good spot. Next, Stormbolt could be the end though. Filter, is he going to go for Enrage Regen? Snagging that charge, heal for a second. Druid recovering health while in Bear for a little bit longer. She needs to get more damage up and running. Cyclone coming out. Does get reflected on. Has Thorns most likely here. If he has Thorns and some sort of self-heals, he should be in a decent spot. Might be a chance here. Stormbolt, does he go down here? Execute up for Filter? No! And Druid goes down after so much tired and tribulations versus a Warrior. Down he goes. Big Blood of the Enemy coming out for Benji. He's looking to take down Filter. And Filter still and Enrage Regeneration is going to use it. Is Benji going to pop Bubble or Bop for this thing? Just to deny the Warrior any kind of healing. He used to get a charge heal off of the Paladin. And he'll be in a good spot. Does not get the charge heal though. Did not have a charge available, but needs to get a charge heal in order to start healing for Benji. And a freedom for this guy. Filter does pop Reflect. Is that going to be a Reflect stun back to Benji? If he stayed just a little bit earlier, he would have had that stun on him. And Filter not looking that good anymore. Benji just has so much pressure, so much damage with the wings up and running. How did the Boomkin live for so long? I don't understand. How did the Boomy live for as long as he did? Dude, I really want to see Druid play against maybe like a class that's not gonna like, because I feel like Fury Warrior is a little tough to deal with sometimes, especially with Boomy. Benji does take out Filter, but it's gonna be Randall up next as an Archmage, already pummeling Benji. Getting interrupted on the Holy. He does go for his own Warlock Hellstone right now. Missiles coming out in the bubble available, and Randall, another gnome, dude. They're getting gnomed. Team Blue is getting gnomed. It's gonna be adaptation for Athaman immediately. Going to be a trinket for Randall as he gets a repoly onto Atha. Randall, if you have a easy time, he has an Archmage with a Paladin. You should have a decent time. It is a Paladin. Going for that Invis right now. Big Invis. It's going to be stealth completely. is going to sell for quite a long while. Trying to get a slow into Ath as the Hand of Freedom is down for a bit. And trying to get as much damage as he can. It's going to be Arcane Missiles. Trying to continue with as many insta-casts as humanly possible. Could go for an interrupt into Ath and things really go bad if he really needs to. Arcane Missiles just pummeling the guy right now with a bunch of missiles back to back. Hand of Freedom up for Ath is going to be able to close the gap. Looking for a Hodge maybe. Does have Crucible. He's going to have some range pressure from for Randall. There's going to be even more misses. Randall looking to continue kiting the guy around. That's as far right now as all Randall can do is kite the Paladin around. Wings coming up is going to bubble in immediately or ice block immediately, allowing Athaman to catch up on all the healing needed. Athaman is going to have an adaptation very, very soon though. Trying to hit him with Polymorph. Is that adaptation going to break it? Nope. Adaptation does not break it. So Randall is able to at least insta-cast a little, catch up on a little bit of health at anything. Does have Invis if he wants to go for maybe like Invis and food. No, he decided, you know what, Arcane Missiles. I need to continue the offensive pressure. Athaman, every time he judgments him, every time he hits him with a Crucible, and Randall does not have a Temporal or a Shield, it's not going to be good for him, man. Shortest Polymorph all my life I've ever seen, and Randall is going to continue trying to get the slows going, but Hand of Freedom is keeping Athaman completely movement slow free. Little minutes into this duel, 38% dampening. The healing that Randall can do to himself is so low, and that's going to be a judgment to end him. He tried to go for the big kite strat, and Junip is up next, trying to see if he can make a big play here. Trying to see if he can maybe make a massive setup. Hodge by Athaman has to sit up for a second. It's going to take a lot of damage for a moment. Athaman does he have wings up and running, maybe a minute long wings soon. Junip holding on to every one of his cooldowns for just a little bit longer, just trying to maintain himself as best as possible. Dampen is quite high, so the Fury Warrior passive healing is quite low. Needs to go for maybe a charge shield. Does go for commanding shot, maybe a little bit early. Trying to kite the wings for Athaman while he had. That's going to be charged, Stormbolt, and a heal to follow. Blinking all over the place, Super Saiyan mode right now. Shield of Vengeance up for Athel. I don't know what Junip can do right here, besides maybe Pop or Reflect. Pop Reflect and a Fear. So Athaman is now free to Hodge him anytime he wants to. Junip does have save, oh, not a Safeguard Trinket. That's going to be Under a Trinket. Very minor healing out of that one ever since they nerfed it with patch 8.3. Bop coming out for Athel and does cleave Junip down. What's up next? Anaphor has an Unholy DK. Is going to play the Zombo build with Atha. We'll see how well that works out. Letting those zombies work. So zombies do percentage damage. I think like 10% of someone's health. And Athaman, if you can just kite the zombies, he'll be in a good spot. There's zombies in everywhere. That's going to be grip, stun onto Athos. Zombies are connecting. They also do the stun. Do you know? And that's going to be even more pets all around Athos. Still more zombies, I think, walking at him. So that's a lot of damage to follow. Is going to just have to bubble and try to heal as much as possible. When you fall behind on zombies, when you let them kind of mass up, I think in an arena situation in particular, that's where zombies really are valuable. It's going to be a zombie actually get an auto attack. Short stun onto Atha. Another zombie walking at him. That's going to be another stun. Does Atha end up killing the zombie? Stun onto Antifor, but he should be worrying about those pets instead. Another zombie walking from around the corner. I think Athaman does end up killing that one. I think he does end up cleaving that one. Hand of Freedom to keep it moving for a little bit longer. If you can just focus Antifor before the zombies really make their awake, he'll be in a decent spot. Zombies are spawning in the most unfortunate position for Anaphor, and oh, they took so long to walk to Athaman. He was able to take all of them out before they really became too much of a problem. They were getting quite a lot of pressure, but they only have 5 health, so like any attack, even if you sneeze on them accidentally, they fall over immediately. Elwin trying to go for a big old Fist of Fury. The images do get to reach Atha. Atha no longer with immunities anymore. He only has Shield of Vengeance to follow. Kelvin could turn that Shield of Vengeance into a Karma and try to blast through the shield if they wanted to. But looks like they are going to go for a bit of a reset. 13 minutes in, 14 minute mark getting close to. At 50% dampening. Healing is going to be very, very minute. And Athaman looking to maybe get as far as he can and recover as much health as humanly possible. Shield of Vengeance does not get any offensive value, but it does prevent Kalen from even getting aggressive there. Athaman out of all defense right now. Touch of Death is going to be the death of him unless he can heal through it. No healing available. Leg sweep to fall. Does get adaptation out of it. Athaman trying to go for big wings. That's going to be a bike for Kalen to help Athaman go down easily. Did even pop wall too, so that's going to give him quite a bit extra defensiveness to play with. Warport and Wombo combo are the last ones left, and it looks like Wombo combo wants to do the auto duel thing. Oh my goodness. The Honor Duel versus Kalen. Kalen's going to be down on Trinket, going to be down on Bike, going to be down on Wall. So if Wombo Combo can take advantage of this, you really can put pressure with Touch of Death, force the Karma out of Kalen. He does the Karma of his own. Karma doesn't do any kind of healing. Kalen gets the final Karma, and Wombo gets the final laugh. Fist of Furies are flying for both monks. They do disengage from one another. Wombo already taking quite a bit of health in terms of damage. Does go for an in-cap onto Kalen for a second. Leg sweep to follow. No Trinket available. Could go for a lot of damage. No Touch of Death out of the monk just yet. It looks like Kalen is going to go for for an in-cap, trying to see if he can run from Wombo. Wombo is sitting in CC for a moment. Does he have a way to close the gap here? Kalen trying to go for Vivify, is not doing anything for him. Needs to go on more offensive playstyle. Might be able to get a Leg Sweep. Does get to root Wombo as he has a Fist of Fury flying. So if Kalen has a Fist of Fury, he'll be in a good spot. So that's going to be touch of death onto Kalen. Is going to get a Karma rolling. Going to be a Karma actually about Wombo. So Kalen could Karma at the end. So Kalen's actually going to have the last laugh and last tick of that Karma, still doing a lot of damage to him. Wombo should be melting here with a Karma that is doing quite a bit of damage just summoned to Kalen. Wall available soon, but down they go without any cooldowns at the end. That's all you can essentially do. Very, very unfortunate, boys. Very unfortunate. How did that Boomy survive? I'm still not sure. How did that Boomy survive for as long as he did? I want to see how that guy played some more, man. Holy shit. Alright, let's get another one going, yeah, boys? I think it's gonna be Millen had a group. Mark has a group. Okay, A-bombs already. Let's get Foggy versus A-bombs. And then we'll get Mark versus somebody. We'll put Mark here. And we'll see who's ready after that, yeah? Did Nerfly should say as a group? I'm coming? Okay, if he has a group, or maybe someone else's team, that'll work too. What's up, Lucia? Hi, my man. BFA EU 156 155. Beautiful. Alright, we got Foggy and Millen. We'll see how that works out. You got a group? 5v5 ready? Okay, we'll get Mark versus Nerfly. Unless they're like the same team or whatever. We'll see. What happens if two people pop Karma over each other? So Karma will Karma will transfer I think only 75% of the damage back to somebody. So it'll keep transfer back and forth until, let's say everybody does damage while Karma is happening. So essentially the last person to hit Karma should take the least amount of damage of that dot. So what it will do is it'll keep building. So Karma just basically, it's like a bar. You keep building until it's full of damage. It'll take a certain portion of the damage. It has a set number of someone's health, and that's how much damage it can take or reverse it. So it reverses back and forth. So like this Karma takes a portion of the damage, it deals it back, that fills the bar on this person, deals the damage back, fills the bar on this person bigger, deals the damage back, and it just filling each other's bars basically. So if you Karma someone's Karma, you gotta do as much damage, or they gotta do a lot of damage to you, so your Karma really just overpowers them in a way. I guess is the best way to put it. Usually the last Karma used is the Karma that wins in that exchange. But not always, because Karma will only do damage to the person the more damage they take. So like if you Karma, let's say you got Karma and you're the second person to Karma and you're attacking that other person's Karma, right? You're attacking that other person, their Karma damage will go into your Karma, but if they stop hitting you, they are limiting just how much damage that you're reversing back to them, essentially. So in a sense, so the damage that your Karma you will take is equivalent to their Karma, and their Karma damage is, so basically the more damage you deal to them, the more damage their Karma deals back to you, but it's a dot. So if one person just stops getting aggressive, you really can limit just how much damage is back and forth and splash around. So in a sense, you could do enough damage where you're damaging them, the Karma goes to you, they're not damaging you, so you get through their Karma pretty quickly. Your Karma doesn't get the full value of it, so you don't really get to splash the damage back to them, essentially. Because all your damage is not instant. Well, it's instant to their Karma fill up, but the damage you take from their Karma to fill up your Karma is a dot. And if they stop doing damage to you, they stop getting aggressive, you can fill up your own Karma nearly as fast through their Karma. And it's a lot of Karma, but that's about as best I can explain it. Gru, is it JIC, yeah? Yeah, here we go. Still in Q. Didn't work. Have no target. I think Foggy is offline. Okay, we're gonna do Mark, then Mark and Milan, then Foggy, you might need to be online for it, man. So we'll put you like here. I'm not offline, WTF. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna get Mark and Milan for now, just so we can get more games in here. You typed my name wrong? Foggy. Did I? I was struggling to type in Millen's name. I think I typed your name fine. You misspelled him? I just wrote it. I literally just like alt up. I literally just had his name copied right now. So I copied his name and just typed in Mark as the other and it worked. So I think I had it fine. Did I? Okay, you could look. You could give me a bot of it then, if I did. Karma. Yeah, basically, it's kind of hard to explain because all I'm talking about your karma, their karma, they karma, who karma, right? It's just like it's all over the place. Do you need to add you to make a 5v5? Yes, I need to have me added Dalaran hashtag 1340 in order to get you guys some duels. Yeah. Do too if you want to do this often. Hell yeah, dude. Don't I'm in a group with them as a friend. Hell yeah. Dalaran. Get his attention. Okay, to go explaining. What are we going to these arena groups? Add Dalaran. What? Wait, what did it say? They're still in queue? I was in queue, I think. Okay, well, they're still in queue, as in, hold on. As in looking for people? Or what? Or as in like, still in queue, like, no, we're not. Okay. Let me see if I can get you guys back up then. Hold on. I got it. Okay, Mark and Milan Gru JIC. Can NA join or just EU? So when we were doing them on the EU side, essentially only the EU boys can join. Tomorrow's stream is NA stream though, so NA get to play. But EU and NA cannot play together because of Blizzard. If I could get NA and EU to play together, it'll be great, dude. Watching Canny versus Seavark or Tasty versus Psycho or something like that would be intense as hell, dude. You know what I mean? I think it'd be great, dude. I think it'd be awesome because you have so many great players that join these duels and watching like the best of the best from each region. I would do like All Stars EU, All Stars NA, and just see how well they can play. You know, some friendly competition. Fast hands we have. No, that is serious, dude. Can I do, my man? How you doing, dude? Thank you for your support, my man. Appreciate you, my man. What is that? A 1 year, almost 2 years, my man. 6 months, dude. 6 months and we can have our anniversary. Pepe Jam. I'll go again. Hold on, I think it bugged. Let me do Tasty and it loses the what I typed earlier. Yeah. Ru JIC Mark 5. I'm gonna requeue, guys. I'm gonna keep requeuing. It bugged. So I'm gonna requeue again. It should have taken you guys out of the match. And that should be good. Now we should be good. It bugged. It bugs out sometimes. So hopefully this will work. If this doesn't work, then I'll need to get somebody else. Make sure you guys are leads, by the way. Make sure you're the lead in the group. If I have you on Real ID, Pepe D. Will you explain again how karma works? I feel like at that point you would want to take that VOD. Somebody go and make the VOD, because you can go back and DVR the stream. Somebody record that. I do have lead. Okay. What I might do is I might actually do this. I might cancel the queue here and queue you guys, and that might solve it. Sometimes I gotta try things. Okay, now everybody's out of the queue. There's no queue. Look at that. No queue. Whatever was bugged, I think it solved itself. Now we go again, and it should work. Make sure you're out of the LFG when we do this. And just keep pressing accept. It's fine. Don't decline. Just keep pressing accept. I'm gonna keep queuing you guys multiple times over. Once we have everybody, just keep pressing accept. It's a lot better than pressing decline. It's magic. I think that would be the better explanation at that point, dude. I think it would be a better explanation at that point. Well, what's up with the queue? I have no idea. Okay, it closed. Okay, it canceled itself. Okay, so we're gonna try it again. Mark, Millen, both your groups need to press accept. No matter what. Even if you guys are in queue. Whatever your queue is, don't worry about it. It's bugged, and we have to basically keep pressing accept until we brute force it. Trust me on this. There we go. Now, could I somehow explain you how this works? No. It has a mind of its own. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I have no idea what makes the difference within this queue thing. All we know is if we keep spamming accept and sometimes leaving queues and doing some weird things, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We have no idea how, what, why, when, or where. We'll just keep spamming until it plays nice. That's about all we can do. Not my fault. If Blizzard made some UI for this bitch, that would be great. They're like, hey, you guys want to watch some spectator games? Host your own games? Be my guest. Because what if you could watch WoW Tourney from inside of WoW, dude, with a floating camera? I think that'd be dope. Watch the WoW Tourney from like go to like a and there's a spectator. You click watch current tourney, and you can be in game watching the tourney with a camera, like either flying and follow the camera, or you can move it yourself if you want to. I think it'd be great. Switch, kind of like how people do for League, their own like commentaries for tourneys. I think it'd be great, but they won't. Abomination on Team Blue with Abomination on Team Blue, and of course Abomination, but you can't forget Abomination in the back, and of course the man himself, Abomination versus Team Red. They're looking like a 4-man squad. We got Sylvia in the back, we got Tasty as an Elemental, we got Void Form going back as a Void Elf, I'm pretty sure. And we also got us as Pokken. They are missing a person. We can start it. Whoever's the 5th will, I guess, go last or something. But it looks like it's going to be Sylvia up first. No, it looks like it's going to be Pokken. Wait, whoa. Who's up first? Wait. There's Crippers, but I actually cannot... Okay, so there's Crippers in here, but I actually cannot look at him in the group. I actually cannot target the camera to him. So we have Crippers. The Paladin, the Red Paladin, he's here. I don't have what his cooldowns are. For some reason, it bugged out, and he's not in the group or whatever. I literally cannot move my camera to him. They have a 5th. We'll just have to look at him like this. It looks like our Crippers is taking a lot of damage from Abomination, going quite low. We don't know if there's a bubble, a bop, safeguard trick coming out for Crippers. Abomination trying to make a play. Abomination having to go for a bit of grappling hook. I will have to just track Abomination this whole time. I literally cannot attach my camera to Crippers if his health bar is not on the left or right side of the screen. Crippers popping in some blood, ways up and running. Stun onto Crippers. Bob coming out. This Abomination having damage right now. If he can just get some kind of a magic proc. It looks like Crippers is trying to punish Abomination while he's got a parry up and running. Not gonna even hit him to him physically, just gotta throw crucibles at him. Creeper somehow sees Abomination out of styles, and down he goes. Oh my goodness, Abomination going down for the count. Next, Abomination's up. Blood of the enemy, maybe a little too early. We're going for some big damage here while the pet's not even on Crippers. And he's looking to maybe end this game ASAP. That's gonna be Bop, not there. Bubble, potentially there. Shield of Winds up for Crippers. Abomination better make sure he has all the spells to split the damage and then split the Paladin apart. Gonna stun him with a Hodge. Gonna be Abomination going for the big ice bind fortitude while Crippers try to see if he can survive it. A bomb down for that death pact as well. Actually, that's a lot of defenses available for him, man. A lot of health to work with. And Crippers looking to go for a bit of flashlights while in the back. I have no idea how this man is out of the group, but he is doing his thing. I wish I could track him a little better. The camera a little one attached to him, so I can just follow Abomination. I'm trying to keep them both in the camera view as best as I can. Doing what I can. He's just running and cutting Abomination circles, not even hitting him with slow. This way A-Bomb needs to go for that Death Pact or something. No, not Death Pact. Just advance. Looks like Necrox is starting to stack up a Crippers. Might be a bubble forced out of the Paladin. If Abomination could somehow catch up to him right now, maybe get an interrupt on the cast. Stun to Crippers, bubble coming out. Is he gonna get offensive? Looks like Crippers wants to add Abomination right now. Got wings on a bubble. That's gonna be Abomination trying to go for transfusion. Cannot heal through the bubble. Barely any health left. Crippers just needs one global to end this Death Knight. It'll be down. Looks like the Warlike Hellsing coming out for Abomination to keep himself a little bit longer out here. Stun is gonna be out for the Paladin. Tricking for A-Bomb. Still in the dire sequence and dire situation. Not looking healthy at all. Chain of Ice to slow down the Paladin. The dot from Crucible is a little too strong, and down he goes. Who's up next? Looks like it's going to be Abomination up next. I would have never guessed. I would have said Abomination after Abomination. Never would have guessed that. Crippers is at full health. No bubble. No bop. Maybe Shield of is up and running here. Abomination could definitely make a play here, dude. That is a Paladin. You can slow him down. You can spin him around. You can probably do something. You could make him into a bear, make it into a penguin, make it into a sheep. Who knows? He is getting some slows into Crippers as he's just trying to continue to get himself some heals. Trying to go for the blink interrupt into Crippers, did not land it. That's actually a back blink there for the arcane missiles. I think he needs to get on top of Crippers and try to see if he can punish him. Really just got offensive around those boxes. Waiting for that Hodge. Trinket coming out. Is going to get a run to Crippers. Does he have Hand of Freedom to follow? Does that Hand of Freedom? Can it be stolen? Abomination still continue to do damage to Crippers. Safeguard Trinket and Shield of Vendors overlap, and massive shield is up and running. A bomb stealing that Safeguard Trinket right now, dude. This shield from that temple to follow. Crippers is still big on the run. It's going to be interrupted on Holy. It's still Shield of Vendors still holding. He's going to throw in a Rot Wound across the doll into him. Is that going to be enough damage? Needs to get a offensive and help score the kill. He has a massive dot rolling, does hit it with arcane missiles, not enough though, barely has it, more missiles to follow, does finally land it. And oh my god, I have my camera back up. Abomination, thank you, boy, for giving me back my camera. How many people was that? That was 2 people down. 4 Crippers. He played that super well. For some reason, we could not track it whatsoever. Pokken is going to be up next, landing that Twisted Appendage onto A-Bomb. He's going to go for that Ice Block onto Twisted. He's probably just so... I hate Twisted. I hate corruptions. That Twisted Appendage still was tagging him too, man. Because I think Pokken can just spawn these things with dots, can he? It looked like he wants to actually get closer with A-Bomb. Then he's going to Shadow Step him. And A-Bomb, now he can actually kite him around for quite a bit. Pokken is behind the pillar. He's going to wait until Shadow Step is back up and available. Maybe see if he can kite himself a restyle. Maybe use a sprint as well so he can get close to Abomination. But it's going to go for that line of sight kite strat. Let the dots kind of rod the mage for a little bit. One of the disadvantages of Assassination, you have great damage, but no mobility. You have Shadow Step, which is great. You just got to use it properly. You only have 1 Shadow Step, so if you mess it up and you get you cannot close the gap with the enemy, that's it. That's gonna be still more slows for Abomination, getting quite value damage with a Nova onto Pokken. He does drop a smoke bomb, creating a line of sight. Shadow Step onto Abomination, getting offensive, trying to make the most out of that mobility with a Kinder Shot, and that's gonna be everything down for the count. Pokken just assassinated him. Literally, the spec name really does fit the glove here, man. Pokken does have some sort of a dot on him. It's gonna keep harassing him just for a little bit, I think. Abomination is going to be up next to him, following Abomination, right after Abomination. But I'm able to guess the, sap onto the Warlock for a minute. Is the sap for Rogues and Vanilla actually a minute on players, actually, by the way? Because that's sap for a minute, but it's not literal minute, but in Vanilla, I think it's a literal minute, isn't it? Been a while since I've been on there. It's going to be Immolation onto Pokken with a Fear right after, and Chaos Bolts to fall. Abomination looking to maybe end this duel pretty quick. Cloaker Shot is coming out for Pokken. That's going to be a gate before A-Bomb, and Pokken is going to bail back behind the box. He has that 1 Shadow Step, and he's just going to turn around to the pet. Has plenty of dots that he can get from the pet. Plenty of opportunity for him to get a lot of self-healing rolling and force an Abomination to get near the box. Pokken is just going to wait until he has a Shadow Step back up. Cataclysm is going to hit him behind the pillar, and Obama actually pulling his pet back for a second, not letting Pokken get any value out of it, get the dots, maybe get some resets, get some procs or anything like that. And Pokken needs to somehow find a way around this. Abomination needs to use that Death Coil. The earlier he can use the Death Coil to catch Pokken in some crowd control, the better. That's going to be Succubus CC, which is perfect. Dropping down the Infernal. It's not going to follow up with a Chaos Bolt off of that stun. Pokken looking to get a Shadow Step rolling. That's going to get some dots on Abomination while Wall's up and running. Does hit him with the Death Coil. Trick it for both of them as Pokken trying to see if he can commit some damage. It's going to be Fear catching him, and Chaos Bolt doesn't land. Almost Chaos Bolt landed on him. As Abomination got himself some massive cooldowns with Dark Soul instability, as well as the Infernal, sending the pets of Pokken. Used to get the damage rolling. Pokken actually kept himself Shadow Meld Stealth. Even though he got a slow on him, he doesn't have any dots on him right now, and Abomination getting some food ASAP. Pokken can literally just wait until Infernal is out of the bounds, and then he can really close the gap. A-Bomb doesn't really have a lot to work with here, at least for the time being. He doesn't have Infernal. It doesn't have Dark Soul, and Pokken, if you could just get a single proc on Corruptions, he'll be in a good spot. That's all essentially A-Bomb can do is stop the Kinder Shot. But for the first time in a while, it feels like the Rogue definitely has the advantage here in this duel. Shadow Fear onto the Rogue, not Shadow Stepping out of that one. Chaos Bolt for free, and Pokken is going to be sitting in half a health. Shadow Step and interrupt the Chaos Bolt as he needs it. Decided, you know what, I need to go for Ham. He's going to send the bike. I think the bike does split the damage between him and the pet. Kinder Shot as the Chaos Bolt trying to come up. Pokken's still super low in health. That's going to be Infinite Stars just raining down on the guy back to back. Chaos Bolt after that Death Coil. Is he going to have anything vanish available for Pokken? Blind onto A-Bomb. Needs to send the better Pokken right now. Succubus CC doesn't break before the blind. Abomination can add them right now. Does he have anything? Shortest amount of time. Fear to follow. Don't immolate. That's going to be a vanish out of the Rogue immediately. Is that going to be enough Cloaker Shadows to follow? A-Bomb just needs to get in there and find Pokken somehow. Oh, he had him so close. I wonder if that would have been enough time for him to get maybe like a Fear into a Chaos Bolt, just to end it. Because he did get the immolate, which is nice. I understand why we do it. But that was so close, and Pokken barely, narrowly survives it. Yeah, this is I think the first duel that I've seen an Assassination Rogue actually be, in a sense, in a pretty strong position. I know A-Bomb doesn't have like, you know, low health or anything. He's not getting bursted down. But Pokken just, it's almost like he has 100% way out of any situation when it comes to this Warlock right here. Shadow stepping into an interrupt onto the Casebolt. This is going to be sucked, but CC does go for a stun. Going to be a trinket out of him. Pokken not looking that good health-wise. Smoke Bomb coming out, so A-Bomb has to walk into it, trying to land a fear onto a bomb. It looks like Pokken actually could have used that Smoke Bomb to line aside the Casebolt and even maybe the Death Coil if he came out a little bit early. Casebolt to follow. It's going to be probably the end. Pokken to stop for a second. I think he tried to go for a Shadow Meld. And down he goes. It felt like Pokken actually was in a pretty advantageous position. Is it just me? I felt like he was doing really well. Like, he could just get out of it immediately. Get out of a bad situation, live through the Infernal. I thought, like, you know what, if he does it long enough, he actually just wins. But I guess Abomination Destro Warlock play is, like, it's tough. That's going to be tasty. Given Abomination, I think, basically the opportunity to get on a full honor duel. 30% dampening as we hit in the 10-minute mark here, boys. That's going to be Primal Fire Elemental up next versus Abomination. This is going to get a lot of damage. That's going to be massive Infernal dropping down. Interrupting that Chaos Bolt immediately. And it's just trying to make the pressure happen as a Shaman. Going to meet you into A-Bomb as he drops down. The massive wall just to keep himself afloat there for a second. Tasty, I think he trinketed out of something. Did Tasty trinket out of the stun with the Infernal? He might have actually. That's going to be Zaps to follow. Abomination trying to let it fear. Tasty just dipping behind the pillar for a second while he got into cast. Abomination's in a bad spot. The Pet is out for Tasty, but Pet is still up for Abomination. Is going to get some dots rolling on Tasty. All he needs is a Lightning Lasso next, and he'll be down for the count. Abomination will not have a chicken for this thing for a bit. Capacitor Totem down. It's going to be stunning the Pet. Lightning Lasso actually doesn't even stun the Pet. Is that going to be enough? Maybe barely anything. Oh, did get enough. I guess maybe there was a Frost Shock after. Or maybe the last stick just did a little bit extra damage. Either way, Tasty is going to be out versus Abomination up next. Is that a Beastmaster Hunter? We're looking at a Marksman. It's really hard to tell. But he's going to send the Pet onto Tasty immediately. It looks like it is Beastmaster Hunter. Getting the Pet already beefed up and ready to go. Tasty is going to turn to the Pet. Try to do some damage. We are at 38% dampening. Tasty should be able to get himself quite a bit of healing. But doing more damage is more important, so maybe that's what Abomination is thinking. Put his Pet in there, Bestial Wrath. The Pet is gonna die. Tasty actually has the Pet super low, does to himself, the Skyfear Totem available, could go for a lot of damage onto Abomination right now. Could force a trinket out of him here with a lasso. He's not trinket at all, choosing not to trinket, decided to go for a heal immediately with a Turtle Shell and Taste to get himself big zaps available. The Pet revive coming out for Abomination. And I think he's going to be down for the count. Hex coming out onto, I think, the Pet. Abomination trying to see if he can land an interrupt onto Tasty. Getting knocked to the back. There's going to be some lightning bolts after maybe Earthshock to follow. Does go for a feign death, but Tasty's like, you know what? Feign death, I'll give you one better. Real death. That was Pokken and Tasty and Abomination. Somebody else got more kills here, didn't they? The Paladin. That's the guy we are literally unable to see at all, man. Literally unable to see. Very unfortunate with how the camera went for that duel, but it's okay, boys. Can Adja get a full party 5-5? Yeah, Casey, it's Dalaran hashtag 1340, man. Dal hashtag 1340. Alright, boys, let's get another one going. Hopefully the camera... That was a weird bug. Maybe the Paladin left the group as they got queued, and then the camera got like skewed. Maybe it's a brand new bug that'll happen from time to time. I hope not. I certainly hope not. Cool. I got a guy trying to make a Warlock guide, and he wants to use some of the dual clips of Boomasaur and some clips of Boom and who was it? Boom and Lucron for Demonology. And I was like, yeah, what's up? I'm down, boys. I'm down. That's so cool. I actually want to see it. I want to see the vid when you make it. Yeah, actually, I'm interested what that's gonna look like. It's gonna use. I mean, I guess you really should ask for Lucron and Boom for clips or whatever, but because I feel like it's them, you know, it's not really me doing anything. It's really them doing amazing things. But yeah, you're more than welcome to, man. I'm pretty sure if you were to contact Lucron and Boom on Discord too, they'd be more than eager to help out for like footage and stuff. If you need anything specific, I'm sure if you contact Lucron or Boom via Discord, I'm sure they love to help out. They are very nice dudes. Alrighty, let's see if we can get another one going here, boys. Andy, I can try to add you, Andy. Andy, did you try to add me before? Andy, did I just say Andy? I think I just saw Andy. Andy says he's got a group. Asher. Alright, boys, we're gonna focus up. I don't do this a lot, but I'm gonna focus my full mind. We're gonna use 125% of my brain power to find this man right here. Andy, hashtag 27546 Bravo Alpha Beta. We're gonna look for you, Andy. 1, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, we'll actually let him add me, see if it pops up, because then we won't need to use up brain power at all. We'll just be able to like use zero brain. Zero brain Andy here, dude. Oh, here we go. Not you, Andy. I'm calling myself Zero Brain Andy. Now it looks like I'm shit talking you, Andy. I'm sorry, my guy. I'm sorry, my dude. Okay, so we got Teppo and we got ourselves Nerf Lucio next, yeah? Teppo, Poo, C, and Nerf Lucio 5. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Log in. Alright, man, go for it. Go for it. Let me get another group up and running, yeah? Can you add blast stat? You guys, it's a lot easier to add me, man, than some of you, man. Oh, it's a lot easier for you guys to add me. And I'll try to add you right after. Wargaming Fishing declined. Don't people swipe up for my message? Oh, okay. Who got group up and running? We got Teppo with a group. Who else got a group? I know Tasty Style has a group, most likely. Yeah, Dalaran hashtag 1340. I'll try to add you guys as much as possible as I humanly can. You know what I mean? Added you just a second. It'll be awesome. Did you add me a while ago or did you add it just now? Oh, there we go. Cool. I guess somebody removed me on Real ID here. So now I can add ya. Here we are. Alright. Paladin kicked. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, boys. Oh no. Love the new channel I put together. Oh yeah, boys, we got a new channel on Discord, by the way. Dalaran YouTube. Can somebody type something in that channel to see if it's like, if other people can type in there? Just do like a quick test. But it's basically, thank Revenge for that one. Because he basically got a bot to list of the newest video that came out. If you guys, I mean, if you're not subscribed or if you hang out on Discord or whatever, if you see something new there, you can't type here. Okay, Revenge put up there. I wanted to see if somebody wanted to stress test it, you know what I mean? Beta test real quick, you know what I mean? Where's my popcorn? I don't know, dude. Today you almost completely ignored me. What do you mean today I'm almost completely ignoring you? What are you talking about? Ready? It's Casey? Okay, cool. We can get Nerf Lucio versus Casey then, yeah? Nerf Lucio 3 out of 5. Let me know when you have a group. I'm gonna put you versus Nago for now, yeah? I don't know if Ngaro is there. Get everybody else, get somebody else, nobody joining. Swipe and you'll see. What do you mean? Got us Andy in here. We got us Teppo. What do you mean swipe? Like, when you say swipe, I don't really know what you mean. Swipe. It makes me think of like Tinder swipe. My thumbs are here. I'm looking at the screen. What am I supposed to swipe? Is it phone? Am I missing somebody? Carefully, you know I fucking love you, buddy. Always have fun with you. Up in the chat. Up in my chat. Well, I don't know what happened. I came back from a smoke and 3 people offline. Come on, people say they're waiting for 40 minutes because nobody here. I have you on BTAC. Bring us in. Don't we go? Maybe you forgot. Sorry about English, by the way. Okay, I had you like in the middle. So we had Ngaro and this group. Then we had Mark in this group. And then you were supposed to be versus Teppo. So, that's not... Guys, Nerf, I love you, buddy. I didn't do it on purpose. Boys. I don't know what to say. Like, should I apologize? Because I don't know if I should. Because is it my fault that duels go for like 20 minutes each? If 40 minutes passes and it's like 2 duels that took 20 minutes each, is it my fault? Boys, I'm trying to get him ASAP. I'm not in control of the people doing duels, you know what I mean? I'm letting the games play it to full. Let's relax here, boys. You're all here for fun. Lucio, I'm so sorry. If you want to get a group up and running, man, or if you want to join someone else's group, I'll get you in. You let me know whose group you're in, I'll get that group, put them in the front line. How does that sound? You've been a big-time supporter for the longest fucking time. Baslat got a group up and running. That is beautiful. Put them up in here. Let's get Andy and Teppo. Sorry, boys. Sorry, Teppo and Andy. I'm trying to get you guys ASAP, man. I'm trying to get as many of you guys cycled in here, dude. I'm trying to get as many of you guys in here. This is organized. Look at my screen. This is as organized as I can get this bitch to be. I'm trying here, boys. I'm trying out here. Trying my hardest, man. It's not your fault. We know you're the best. Dude, I'm honest with you guys. I'm trying my fucking hardest here, man. I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. That's what I'm saying. Let's all just relax, have some fun. We're all here to enjoy our time. I really did enjoy the time I hang out with you boys. I don't do it on purpose or whatever. Still cute? Alrighty, let me try again. Anti, Teppo, I'm gonna keep spam queuing you guys until it works. Whatever happens, just keep pressing the sip. Don't worry if you're already in queue. I'll try to get you guys ASAP. I'll try to expedite this process, dude, alright? We're gonna try to make this ASAP as best as we can. We'll make a video with a paladin. Why not? My paladin is a little in a weird spot. I can never really figure out what spec I want to play first of all. I keep swapping between prod and red, or maybe whatever. Okay, it didn't work again. We'll try one more. Maybe not all work. It's bugged. It's bugged and it's just all over the place, dude. Minimi, dead. Boys, please. I'm done. Minimi, I'm done. Minimi, dude, I get so many DMs of you just shit-talking people. Anytime somebody else does anything, like, even slightly, like, mess-ups in arenas, it's cringy, dude. You gotta grow up. Dead, you gotta stop hanging out with Minimi. He has a really bad influence on you. Good luck, boys. Alrighty, let's have some fun in here, yeah? Let's get back to the duels, boys. Get back to the regular. Switch. We got ourselves Team Blue with Axiona here. Are you feral? Feral, as you can see by the daggers. We got ourselves Candy Brew in here as a monk. As we got Frost Boss coming back as a Frosty Boss in here. We got Randall as a Mage and Zaxxon as Unholy DK. We also got ourselves Atherman in here as well. We got Benji in the back. We got ourselves Druid coming in back as a Boomy. Warport on the Mount and Wombo combo as well, boys. Big old Wombo combo as well. Hold on, chat. Hold on real quick. Here we go. How's that? I did this, boys. I got it. I gotcha. We got ourselves Druid versus Candy Brew. Is going to be instant karma as the thorns come out for the balanced Druid immediately. And it's going to even have the thing from beyond attacking him out of nowhere. Bardisk up and running for Druid to follow. Candy Brew is looking to roll in here. Incap right after him. That's going to be Trinket to follow. Lexup, touch of death right now by Candy Brews. It's trying to go for big damage. Bear from up over Druid. Is he going to be able to live it? Looks like he's going to be fine. Has plenty of health to work with. Warlock Hellstone to follow, but still the barrage of damage for Candy. He's just continuing on and on, and Druid has nothing left, trying to go for a last ditch Cyclone, and down he goes. Did his best as he could as a Boomkin can, but once you're pressured, it was so ridiculous, so difficult, and oh my goodness, boys. Benji is up next right after Candy Brews to follow up, following this. And we got ourselves Benji as a red versus Candy Brews. Candy just went through every cooldown. Look at his bars. Everything is on CD right now. Wall. Got ourselves Diffuse Magic, Karma, Port, Trinket, Human Racial not available for 30 seconds. And Benji is perfect opportunity for you to get some damage and got himself into a Hodge, but the damage is going for the Hodge. It's a little bit late. Waits to follow. Trinket's out of the distance. Blood of the enemy to follow. Candy Brews is going to use mobility to try to get out of here. Benji needs to close the gap immediately. Bopping. Oh my god, the play. You need to kill him right now. You need to end him. Candy Breeze is going to turn this damage around on you and punish you if you let him. He's going to go continue the port. This map is so good for monks and ports. Benji actually might go down in the Fist of Fury right now. No! Shield of End is up and running for him. Karma to follow. Benji, does he have a bubble? Benji has a bubble here. While Candy is low, he might stand a chance. The Karma is starting to heal Candy, and that's a lot of Karma healing right now. Benji gets wings up and running. Does he have the bubble right now? He does not, and does go get hit with a 4 Barons almost immediately. And Warport is up next. Candy Breeze already coming in with some big damage. Some big monk plays, throwing everything at the enemy, and survived past Benji. Benji, Blessing and Protection was a very, very bold move, Cotton. I would have saved that because that Karma came right after for Candy Brew. Man, that was just so tough. Also, Benji, I probably would have went for a, maybe like Hodge, Blood of the Enemy, Wings immediately, because he kind of separated those two. He went for a Hodge, did some damage, Blood of the Enemy, Wings, and Candy was not in the stun anymore. He was like, I can run. I can get out of there. Not, if only he had enough globals. It looks like Warport is actually giving him the perfect opportunity to catch an honor duel, or at least wants him to come out. Warport, I think you might have to come to him. Candy is going to play against the wall, man. For the monk, this arena is exceptionally good. The amount of distance he can cover with kicks, with dragon kicks, the rolls, the ports is quite a lot. It's going to hit him with a succubus CC for a second. Keep him at bay. And Warport is going to be able to root him for a second. Candy Bruise goes for a bit of a roll into a leg sweep right after. Intro and interrupt onto Warport. Fist of Fury to follow. Just continuing the damage as best as possible into a parry by Warport. That's going to be a lot of damage here, boys. A lot of damage out of Candy Brew. Warport got himself Dark Soul instability with an Infernal to follow. Candy Brew get himself out of there. And it's just going to continue to run. Real quick message. Why are you watching this guy? That's going to be Death Code to follow for Warport. Finally getting some Casebolt up and running. Going to be Diffuse Magic, still taking a lot of damage out of the Casebolt to follow. Touch of Death onto Warport right now. Looks like he is going to try to see if he can just delay the damage with a Fear. Karma is available for Candy. If he goes for it, Warport taking the Touch of Death. Has a Warlock Hellstone for it. That's going to be Wall to follow. Cataclysm right after him. It's going to be a Leg Sweep to follow. Twisted Appendages to come right after that damage with a Karma. That's going to be Fear. Nope, not going to happen. Candy again throws everything at yet another person. Karma, Diffuse Magic Wall. He has everything on a fairly short cooldown. Now, after using all his abilities, everything on about a minute cooldown. Atham, and you have yourself about a minute before you take down Candy. 30 seconds before he has a trinket. And look at that disarm and just covers the gap. Just went all the way to the other side of the pillar. Just trying to waste Atham's time. Just needs himself 30 seconds to get himself a trinket. 30 seconds after, he has everything available. If he's able to use all those defenses and offenses in a proper order, he'll just be able to just play circles around this guy. Oh no, dude. 5 minutes in, this map, dude. This map for monks in particular is insanely good. Maybe we should take this map out of the rotation. Maybe I should start queuing maps at like a random order, like maybe just have some sort of like a number generator on the off screen. And we have a number connected to each map. And I just hit that, and we take this map out. Because I feel like this map is just way too big. Isn't it, me, boys? It just is way too big. I like having the maps randomized. But they're actually not randomized. If you notice that every single like week, you go look at the duels, it actually cycles through every arena, and they're not actually random. So maybe we might just have to do that. I need a random number generator, boys. Might need to have like one open on the side. Gotta be in cap onto Ath or Candy. Looking to get the hell out of there, juking out of there. He has his cooldowns back up, trinket back up. I don't know if he has a human Rachel or normal trinket back up. He might have both of them available at this point. But it's gonna be Karma, Diffuse Magic Wall, maybe Touch of Death to fall off of that one. Atha, no adaptations. They're actually gonna sit the next stun. Unless he has human racial. Does adaptation put your human racial on the CD though? I actually wonder. Touch of Death right now. Athman using Gladius Breach is gonna Invis out of there. Oh, Candy having this natural advantage in this arena. Athman, I think he actually got hit with the Touch of Death. Obviously, he's coming out of an Invis. Do you come out of the vis when you start healing yourself, or what happened? Because he still took that touch death damage. I would have stayed in there for a little longer. Disarm onto Athos. He lands a Hodge onto Candy Brew, so that's a perfect engagement. Candy Brew's dipping to about half a shell. It's going to be one of the big defenses coming out. Safeguard Trinket to follow. That's a 3-minute cooldown on top of it. Athos not looking all that healthy. Might have to bubble. You know Candy's going to bail out of there immediately. Adaptation coming out for Athos. Does have a Shield of Vengeance. Candy does want to go for a Karma immediately. If his magic, Karma to follow. Athos could bubble it right now. Candy Brews is already on the other side of the arena. Even if Athos presses the global for bubble, it's not worth at this point. Just recovering. Candy is recovering quite a lot. 12% dampening, but still doing quite a lot for this man. I don't understand, dude. Is this Naruto? Might as well be, dude. This guy gets the Naruto runs, man. Starting like a Naruto in circles here, boy. What the fuck? Candy Brew's mounting up to follow. And Atherman landing a Hodge. Is that trinket? Trinket available. That's the normal trinket. So we're gonna be about a minute 30 before he's human racial. Atherman trying to make as much damage as happen. He just hits him with the Fist of Fury and bails out of it immediately, dude. This man got the runs. It's so disgusting. Like, don't get me wrong, monks, not in every situation they have this amount of like control, but in a 1v1 in this arena map in particular, they have either a way to, they either have two options. They can either throw every defensive at you and just outlast you and outdamage you in some cases, or if things really go bad, just run. It's like Atherman in his invisibility trinket. He has his ace in a hole right now. If things really are bad, pop the Gladiator's Breach, go into Invis, and can be found by the enemy. Atherman usually has powerful immunities, but that gives him a little bit extra of that, like, extra BM damage. Imagine if Candy Brew had the Gladiator's invisibility trinket, this amount of mobility, and the defensive he has. I mean, I would just be like, I'm done. Insane disarm onto Atherman as he goes for a Hammer of Justice. So this guy, not only is this a bunch of bag of tricks, but he's also fairly skilled. He has the good timing for things. It's going to be a blessing of protection. It's one more immunity out of Atherman's repertoire that he's not going to have. Bubble still available. He'd never used the first bubble, as we are dipping into the 21% dampening here, boys. If he has magic coming out with Candy, as it's choosing to stay in against Athor, she'll Vengeance could come out for Athor in a moment. Candy is dropping quite low. Could be a Karma out of the smoke in a moment. Does get the incap onto Athor. Does he have any mobility to catch up? He doesn't have the mobility. Hand of Freedom does give him a little bit of movement speed, just to give Candy a run for his money a little bit. Hodge to follow does have human racial for it. Instant adaptation for Athor. Instant disarm as the wings are popping out. Athor been trying to make as much damage happen. Could be Bubble out of here. Trying to go for a flash of light. Maybe Bubble. Shield of Vengeance could be up for Athor as well. Is going to bubble out of here. Candy Brew's bailing out of there immediately, dude. So Athor, I think he was trying to maybe combo that bubble while Candy is low and while the Karma is up. He Karmas him while low, Athorman bubbles and finishes off Candy, but now this duel is extended even further. Vivifence coming out for Candy Brews back to back as Athorman trying to close the gap. Yeah, I think I will try to see if I can, for tomorrow's duels, make some sort of a list, man. I will try to see if I can make some sort of a list. Candy Brews. So far, this man is on a run, dude. The Athorman even has faster movement speed than your average Joe and still having a hard time catching up. It's going to be a bit of a disarm onto Athor. I wonder how Athor's feeling, dude. Trinket should be out for Candy, but the cooldown is for backup for the Trinket, but he's not going to have access to it for a bit. I think it still does have a DR between normal, racial, and Trinket a minute 30. So it's going to be a bit. Wall up and running, diffuse magic to follow up if he wants to cycle through it. Athor with the Chill of Vengeance, no bubble or bop available. Adaptation not available for quite a while. So is Athor completely actually locked out of his human racial if he runs adaptation? I wonder, maybe Relentless would be worth here. Touch of Death onto Athor. He does go for Invis. As long as he doesn't use the abilities while in Invis, he'll be fine. He'll actually take 0 damage with a Touch of Death. So for Candy, that's quite a lot of cooldowns. Flash of Light, did he use Flash of Light early? He did not. Okay, so he used Flash of Light at a proper time after the Touch of Death have elapsed. Because if you're in Invis or if in Stealth and Touch of Death goes off, it actually does no damage. Hodge onto Candy, and he does go for a port immediately. Dude, the port to that mobility for a monk, I feel like just unmatched. And he's already on the other pillar. One Dragon Kick on a roll. Athorman pony up now. He got himself a cast for 2. 35% dampening. Maybe eventually Athorman is going to have to dampen this guy out, right? He's going to keep himself low. Candy's going to use mobility to go to the other side of the arena. Try to get himself a heal or 2. That's probably going to be, oh, I was going to say a disarm maybe on a Hodge. he's gonna mount up right after, just trying to hold on this duel for as long as possible. Atho has a bubble coming up in about a minute 20. It's gonna be a trinket or adaptation for Atho with a Fist of Fury. Atho cannot really stop it for the time being. Maybe he can get some damage up into Candy. Disarm immediately, cannot hodge it. It's gonna be Shield of Vengeance to follow. Maybe he can go for a hodge right after. Maybe some wings. That's gonna be the Karma by Andy, and oh my god. Candy Andy, dude, with that Karma yet again, trying to min-max it. Does a wall to fall, probably going to be cycling into that wall. Athoman actually has him in a decent spot if only he had a Hodge right now. Candy actually does... What? It only took you 11 minutes? And Candy goes down like that? What? That was so fast. I actually thought he was good. It was good. I guess he did go down to dampening at the end. What the fuck? I actually thought he was gonna be okay. I actually just got used to the idea that, oh, he's gonna get close, but he's never actually truly dead. You never actually expect him to die. He's close, but it's just him teasing you. But looks like the man does go down, and it's gonna be Frost Boss up next. 12% dampening is gonna have adaptation for Atho. It's a perfect counter. Atho, but try to get a flashlight, does get to juke Frost Boss too. Frost Boss, does he have a lot of corruptions on him? He did use the cloaks. Maybe he was trying to deny some sort of corruption effect off of him. He is playing the Frost DK, which has a lot of sustain nowadays in patch 8.3. Especially if it's properly geared, it has a lot of sustain in this new patch, man. He's gonna have a lot of playstyle, a lot of ability to get some stuff done, man. Lots of it. Frost Boss is gonna get slowed down though for a second. What pack is this actually? Is that the one from the World Boss? It looks like Frost Boss and Athoman do separate. Athoman, I believe he did dive into Invis. I looked off to the other side of the screen and Athoman was gone. It looked like he did go for the Invis. Stunned by Frost Boss. Athoman does have adaptation proccing for it. Frost Boss is low in health. It's going to Lich Born super slowed. Athoman used to just Hand of Freedom and walk out of that. It's going to be Massive Transfusion for Frost Boss. As long as it is denied in damage, Athoman trying to make as much damage out of here as possible. Is going to go for his cloak to defuse any corpses he got rolling on himself. Shield Avengers up. Frost Boss going for that death pack. Athoman does have blind. Frost Boss is actually now in a really bad position, throwing a snowball at Atho. And the Chill Avengers does reflect back to him. Zaxxon is up next, getting a big old grip as a Warwick and Death Knight. Bubble coming out for Atho immediately. 50% dampening. Atho, you're not going to be able to heal any of it. At this point, I feel like he needs to find a way to just kite Zaxxon around and maybe just get a lot of resources off of the pets. That's essentially all he can do. That or just try to see if he can survive and maybe get himself a heal or two here and there. But Abomination's not going to give you opportunity. All those pets doing damage, not going to give him the opportunity. Chain of Ice almost got interrupted on the flashlight. Trying not to get juked out on it. Might have to go for Invis Trinket. Bopping in Wings. Ballistic Protection not doing anything for you at this point. It's way too much pet damage. Does get a stun on some of those pets. The ghouls actually will explode around Atho. You know, as long as he doesn't get interrupted on the flashlight, he might be a good spot. Zaxxon super low in health. And Athoman actually does land the kill on Zaxxon before the ghouls explode. He did get himself a nice temporals in there, and that's going to be the end to Atho. Just like that, with Ranel to follow. What was that? Wombo combo afterwards at 15 minutes, 14 minutes, 56% dampening. It's going to be quite bad for this man as it is Ranel. Dampening 56%. Wombo combo could go for the long game, but at this point, no healing is available. Might as well use his defenses and offenses at a proper time. He's going to try to see if he can get some damage rolling onto Randall. Trying to Dragon Kick is going to be on the other side. How do you beat a most mobile class? I'll tell you how, with another very mobile class, that or a Demon Hunter. Because I feel like Demon Hunter counters everything, or just about everything at this point. We're going to try to get one duel. Dalaran, maybe we can. Oh, this is getting towards the 7-minute mark, actually. Oh, the 7-hour mark. So, there's that. Wombo combo, slowed, try to get a roll. That was a little bit of laggy looking roll. And I think it's going to be it. Unless Wombo, he does have Karma. That's going to be Eisbach and Middle. Rattle didn't even give him a chance. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My guy. Rest in peace. Rest in fucking peace, my man. RIP. Well, that was a good one, boys. Holy hell, that fight against the monk was I know, right? Oh, dude, the amount of patience I need to have with that guy, man. The amount of patience I need to have with that bastard is not even funny. Lord. Jesus. 156, 7. Okay, here we go. 157, boys. Now, EU or NA has to catch up. Now, NA has to catch up. Alrighty, boys. Do we do one more? Are we done? It is 7 o'clock. I do have pizza waiting for me. How much editing do I have to do? I do have a couple things I gotta take care of actually. Still ready to rumble? Wait, Blaska, did you ever get to play? Nerfly, should you get a group? No, it's okay, Lucio. Don't worry about it, man. Appreciate you for hanging out here, buddy. Tasty, one more, please. We could get Mark versus Blaskat. We could get Tasty versus Blaskat here. I guess we could do one more, yeah? What are you guys thinking? Are we Dunsky? Get pizza? Pizza time or duel time, man? Are we doing it in a must? Don't worry about it, Lord Felicio. I understand you, dude, more or less. Dude, I started with fucking, like, trash English 5 out of 5. Wait, Nerflicio's good. Nerflicio has a 5-man. So we're gonna get Blaskat versus Nerflicio. Sorry, Mock. You got to obliterate a couple boys here and there. We gotta get Nerflicio in here, dude. He has been waiting to play. And back slat 5. Try to get him in there. Pizza on stream time? Oh man, I used to eat on stream a while ago, but I feel weird, dude. I kind of like keeping my room. I try not to eat here too often. I try to go in the living room, you know what I mean? So I can hang out, turn on a PlayStation, maybe play a game, or go to YouTube and just like look up shit that I want to watch, eat dinner in the living room. I like to separate it. Ever since moving like to this new place from the old one, I like to separate it, you know what I mean? There's a room for sleeping, room for work, a room for food, socializing with people if there's any other company in the house. And I try not to do everything in my room because I feel like I want it to be a workplace, you know what I mean? I don't want it to turn to like a... I mean, I have a couple of cans of soda here just so I have something to drink while I'm working. That's not in a single day though. Not in a single day. That was like over 3 days. 3 cans, 1 can a day, boys. Relax there. Okay. There is a McDonald's cup here, so I had some McDonald's this morning. Sue me. Well, like this afternoon at 2 p.m. That's when I woke up. Alrighty, boys. We gotta go in. Switch. This is gonna be the Uno Mas here, boys. We got Zully going up first on Team Blue. We got Zero Energy as a Volpera. We got ourselves Fox Pick as a Volpera. We got ourselves Prox, Raymond in the back versus Abomination getting a sap on Zully. Abomination is gonna have Classic in there. We got ourselves Melee, we got ourselves Swak, and we got ourselves SOS. Abomination versus Zully. Zully's gonna have himself a hell of a game. That is an Outlaw already popping in with a big opener bike. That's gonna be Fear, and he's gonna go for that Undead Racial, doing some damage to Zully. Stun to follow. And chicken available for Abomination for a little bit of time. So Zully actually does have quite a bit of CC. That's gonna be Scythian, Mindbender. Abomination is gonna hit down with a Rot, Voodoo Rot Trinket. Let's do it. Quite a bit of damage. Does go for a sippy cup. The Siphon is going to try to deny some healing, but the healing for this Outlaw is still quite high. Mind Blast trying to come up for Zully. If he gets interrupted on Shadow, he won't even be able to disperse Dust himself. Void Eruption over Vampiric Embrace. That's going to be dispersed to fall as the Crucible is about to end him. So it's going to be Vampiric Embrace down, Disperse down. Doesn't have Life Swap. It's going to be Mally onto Abomination right now. Maybe he might be able to make someone work with that Mally. He's going to be Trinket of Zully. Does have Greater Fade if anything. Does go for Greater Fade. Getting interrupted by Abomination as he cloaks all those dots off. And there's going to be Twisted Appendage. The Mind Appendages are turning on Zully. Trying to get a Mind Control and it's time to fall. The Appendage does take him out. Zully tried to hard his butt. As a Shadow Priest, it's already hard in the first place. Raymond, the Balance Druid, is up next. He looked like a cool cheerleader at first, actually, but I guess he's a Xantha. I really thought it was a KT, but it's going to Abomination landing a stun into Raymond. Barkston coming out immediately. It's going to try to go for big start surges. Disarm to follow. Trying to make the damage happen. What is this Boomy damage out of nowhere? Dude, Boomy's all of a sudden became really good for PvP, boys. What is your secret? What do you guys play? I need to know. Blinded Raymond trinkets out of it, so Abomination now can control him as much as he wants to. That is going to be vanished out of Abomination as well. Dots of Dots riding him down. Raymond does also have Incarnation rolling. That's a lot of damage available for the Balance Druid. Dots is still up for him. And as long as Raymond can get an opener on him, he's going to open up, try to get some dots rolling into a Moonkin form, stun to fall, and the Barkskin available. Abomination has his way with him. Trying to get some procs for corruptions is going to try to profane this damage a little bit. It's going to be Maledict rolling onto A-Bomb. Needs to go for self-healing. Actually going to use Sippy Cup just to see if he can fight through the Maledict, and it's going to just heal over the Maledict. Short stun into Raymond after the tentacles to slap him, and a bike runs him over. Somebody call the cops. We just had hit and run. Abomination taking down the Boomkin. Next up is going to be Fox pick as a Volpera. I actually never seen Volpera. They basically have the same movement as goblins, but I've never actually seen, besides warriors, never seen a Volpera rogue. So this is the first for me. This is going to be Shadow Step to Abomination. This is sitting on this little, what do you even call it? This little rail looking thing. Parry up and running versus Fox pick. Fox pick just cannot hit into it. Look at this little, the dot's going to rod down A-bomb. I'm just going to get away from him. Let the dot stick down A-bomb. Get himself that big sipping up, big self-healing rolling. Getting the shot to follow out of Fox pick right after him. He's looking to maybe get some big damage. Vendetta to fall into A-bomb. He's actually taking a lot of damage. Karma. Maybe no cloak shot is available. I was going to say Karma, but cloak. Available for A-bomb. Looking for a cloak. Looking to shrink himself to a size of a Volpera. And maybe a Vanish right after. Might want to get himself a Vanish Sap or something. It's going to be Vanish as a Garou cheap shot comes out. Does get a cheap shot to Fox, but it's super low himself right now. Trying to get a sipping up, but it was poison. He accidentally swapped the vials with Fox, but trying to pickpocket the guy. Swapped the wrong vial. Let's see if it were to be an RP type. That's what I imagine would happen. SOS is up next is another undead assassin, most likely with a bit of corruption. Looking for Fox Pig, does get sapped on it. Fox Pig, dude. The nimble fox is swifter than the undead. Mark for death, kidney shot, getting the dots up and running. Is he going to stay with him or is he going to back up? Looks like he's kind of trying to backpedal out of that kidney shot onto Fox Pig. SOS taking quite a bit of damage right now. Sending into half his health. Had to burn a global and energy in order to get himself a heal rolling. That's going to be Cloak of Shadows for SOS. Bike onto, I think, Fox Pig. Does get a Cloak of Shadows rolling. That's going to be SOS with a Vanish for a second. Does come out of that Vanish. That's going to be Twisted Appendage attacking him. Might want to eliminate it. Does eliminate it. Fox Pick can still close the gap. Evasion is up for SOS. Fox has advantage if he needs to. Does the kidney shot end him? That's going to be Twisted Appendage still hitting SOS for a second. Trinkets out of the blind. Looking to end this Fox Rogue. Does hit him with a Maledict. Fox Pick looking to end SOS. Does go for a self-heal and gives it to fight another day. Fox Pick had no opportunity to get himself any healing. Maledict was rolling. No Cloak of Shadows. Even if he got himself a concoction, that would have been it. Zero Energy is up next. He's looking all cozy and fluffy. Being a fox is double the fluff. Does have more for death on SOS, but he did catch a restyle before it. Might be one of these rogues popping in to grab the eye. SOS camping out one of the eyeballs, but it's being brave. Walking out in the middle. Second eyeball available. Zero Energy could pick one or the other. SOS trying to go for as much healing as possible. Dampening at a 5-minute mark. Finally rolling into that 1 percentile. And Zero Energy versus SOS. How's this gonna go? Looks like SOS looking to maybe pick up the eye. He's camping it. Does not have advantage to pick up the eye. Accidentally nabs the eye. Looking for a fan of knives, and Zero does go for a jump sap around the ledge. Has that Mark for Death. I think he still had gun points off the original Mark for Death, maybe. Destry got Trinket, trying to go for a commit big opener, blinded Zero, looking to get a Trinket out of Zero immediately. Zero has a Trinket if he wants to. Trinket's out of the kidney shot, and SOS actually is now in a big situation. The team should be calling for SOS. Does get a shot and step onto Zero. Zero steps onto him. Cannot shake this Volpera Rogue off of him. It's going to be a Breath of a Dying, almost killing him. SOS with barely any health, and down he goes. Zero Energy, taking him out. Looks like he had some energy to him. Then Melee Cravey is up next as a Fury Warrior. Zero with a little bit of evasion, trying to see if he can muster some damage past the melee into a kidney shot right after. Does get the Twisted Appendage proccing as well. That's doing a lot of damage. Get him to half health. The Warrior already starting at half health. That's going to be a Trinket. No one available for Zero Energy. He does have a lot of damage versus melee. Blind maybe available for Zero, as it's going to be in Rage Regeneration for melee. Zero barely have a way out of it. Blind right now. Vanish, anything available is going to go for a Vanish with melee. Got himself a lot of healing and a blind to overlay. Zero should have used one or the other, but using both of them at the same time. Melee, I mean, he's not going to Trinket it. He already got all the health he needed. And that's going to be a blind that Zero will need for later, that he just won't have in case melee goes hambo. Looks like melee is looking to pick up the eye, mount up, maybe go for a big old leap, looking for where Zero is. You do not see the enemy's health bar whenever you pick up the eye, so it still looks sometimes it's difficult to actually find them. It looks like he did not find Zero. How difficult is it to see Volpera? They are smaller, and he is wearing the white fur like Mog, but it kind of blends in with the ground. It roughly blends in with the ground. I guess you will look for the cape, right? Oh, for the flag on the back. Did he pick up the other eye? I think he did. I think he sees Zero landing a sap on the guy. That's not going to do much. If he's Zerker Rage, he's going to have to dismount. Looks like Zero is just going to have to be the guy making the opener here. Melee, when is he gonna trinket? Blind, could trinket that, could trinket next, get the shot. No procs up for Zero, not getting the powerful opener onto Melee. Is gonna go for Destrigat trinket, unless it's Melee the one with the Destrigat trinket. Stormbolt onto Zero energy, trinkets out of it, and Melee is sitting at about half a health. No regeneration for him. Does get a short stun onto Zero. Zero has evasion very soon. It looks like Melee just wants to get a charge heal off of the Rogue, and Melee's not looking that good right now. Dampened at 17%. It is starting to suppress his healing by a little bit. Commanding shot coming out. No blind available for Zero. Does have evasion here though. Melee no healing for a little bit. 15 seconds right now. Melee trying to see if he can survive. That needs to get some slows onto Zero, but I think it's going to be down for the count. Not a lot he can really do. And Zero energy taking him out. Swaki is up next as yet another Valpera Rogue, dude. We got the Foxes all over here right now, dude. The one thing I can't never tell with Fox people is like if it's like boy or a girl Fox. Like nothing of like characters like tails are different. The maybe the faces are different, but sometimes you can't even tell the difference. Ears maybe are slightly different. So you look for the obvious signs. But outside of that, it's like very difficult. Undeads at least have like a different animation, different like position that they're hovered in. But for Valpera, I think it's mostly the same, isn't it? Could be wrong. Zero energy versus Swaki. Swaki does pick up the eye. Doesn't see the Rogue. Probably gonna see the other eye. For Zero, this is a perfect opener here. Zero does not have a trinket, so Swaki could swak him out, actually. He could drop him down to full cannon shot of Vendetta, massive Toxic Blade, sink a couple of those Envenoms in there, back-to-back, let the poisons take care of the rest. Has a blind, but Zero energy most likely probably also has a blind too. Zero is minus the trinket. He's in a bad spot. He needs to get a strong opener. Really needs to get a couple of those appendages to spawn for him as he goes for a setup. That'll be the best opportunity. Kidney shot onto Swaki. Trinkets it immediately. There's going to be no evasion available for Zero right now. Swaki just going in for big damage on the Zero. Zero shot of 7, passive for a second. Goes for double Destrigat trinket of both of them. Swaki does have evasion. No trinket available for Swaki. Zero might just have to go for a blind here immediately as fast as he can. There's going to be cloak of shadows available. Vanishes out. Swaki is still chasing after him because of Vendetta. Cheap shot onto Swaki for a second. Turn around with his own damage as well. Vendetta on both of them. Swaki is super low on health. Does get the appendage. Zero energy does take him out. Classic is looking to hunt down some foxes as a troll hunter. His Raptor is on the trail. They know what the smell of fox smells like, and that's going to be sapped immediately by Classic. Trinkets out of the sap. Bull move caught, and hope it pays off as the Survival Hunter is trying to juke his way into Zero. Zero came out of stealth for just a second. He did eat the trap though, but I think he's going to be down for the count. Short cheap shot on the Classic, and Zero with zero energy left. Evasion's up. Looks like he still has some energy in him. Still trying to hang in. 31% dampening. Evasion maybe a little bit too early as Classic is not even closing the gap. And Classic landing some Zero. He does have a trinket for a kidney shot on the Classic. Classic is pretty corrupted. Maybe Classic will go down to his own appendage. Actually, Classic taking a lot of damage. Oh my god. How did you win that one? How did you win that one just now? That's a big old 1v4 by Zero energy. Looks like this man has a plenty of energy. Don't ask him Don't ever ask him if he has none, dude. What? Yo. Pretty good. Lucia, which one of these guys were you? I hope you actually get to play, man. Hope you weren't the team with Zero energy that didn't get to play at all. I really hope you weren't, dude. That would be messed up. Because I did this just for you, man. We did it just for you, dude. Literally just for you. Still ready. You're telling me you didn't play. Nerflish, you're telling me you did not get to play just now. You're kidding. You are kidding. Where's music coming from? I have no music on my stream. Yeah, if you guys hear music, it might be on your end. Yeah, make sure you guys check the separate tab because the stream has no music. I keep telling people telling me there's music in the stream. We don't play music. Right, guys? I don't hear music. You guys don't hear music, right? Yeah, I would check your other monitor or something, man. Check your other tab. Yeah, I play, but we're still ready when we leave. Yeah, I'll play, but we're still ready. You did play. Okay. I think we gotta get the pizza time going, boys. I think it's time for the pizza. Hey, corruptions are procking. Was that you that had the corruptions proc? Yeah, of course. The SAS Rogues is insane, man. Alrighty, boys. Welcome down, my man. Thank you, Lucia. Appreciate you. Signing DMs while eating pizza ASMR. Yeah. I might just do that. Just for. No. If anything, I do that just for the people that support the stream. Just all the members of the chat, dude. All the members. There's the music, lol. Just like cake. Yeah. Music is a lie. Yeah. Exactly. No, the tab's definitely on your channel. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. There's music, bro. I'm joking, boys. Yes. I feel like it's not funny when I have to explain the joke. I guess the manga didn't have to slow down and double speed, which really hurted. Great English, Atherman. It really hurted. It hurted. My mobility to catch up. There's ability to deal with the DKs and MH. True. Oh, Blizzard signs him? What do you mean? Thank you for hosting PvP games. Blizzard signing me to host PvP? Like the arenas? That'd be great, dude. I would love that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. Because I like WoW. And I kind of like the tourney stuff. I don't watch a lot of tournaments myself, but I like hosting these. And it's always been fun just like watch people do 2v2 or 3v3 tournaments or whatever. And it's like the commentary, dude. I feel like when the commentary is perfect, it enhances the experience. Oh, nice mustache. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate you. Making a DK for years and I still struggle with mobility in PvP. Yeah, Death Knights are just wheelchair. That's what a lot of people describe them on stream. They're pretty slow. You're a class that doesn't have a lot of mobility. Not a lot you can do. You have grips, you have stunts, just advanced. Using that at a proper time is probably like your core to your playstyle. Pets, Chain of Ice. Use Chain of Ice a lot to slow enemies down. Because essentially, they'll slow you down by 50%. You'll slow them down by 70%. So you'll always move faster than they are, essentially. Early all PvP music in the background. I demand playlist. You demand playlist? Yeah, I'll get your playlist, man. I got you, boo. Wait, hold on. Let me get the next song, because I just fucked up the... Here we go. Here's the playlist I listen to on stream all the time, man. What you mean? My English is... Atha. You're a beauty, you know that? You are worthy. Appreciate you, Harry. Appreciate you, man. Alrighty, boys. It is time to go eat some food, hang out, and just kind of chill. From here in the streams. And thank you so much for making A-Bomb Duels video. No problem, dude. I got more of them, boys. More of them in here, dude. More of them in here. Wait, we have a Discord rules? Didn't we already have Discord rules? Did we update Discord rules? I thought we had a rules page. Huh. Okay, apparently Discord rules got updated, boys. Boys. It's been a fun time, 2016, 2019, but you turned delusional for no reason. Really obvious you didn't want me to join when I came back, but whatever, haha. What? Oh shit, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too loud. That's a little funny, Dad. That's a little funny, my dude. Alrighty, boys. I just tried to show it, boys. What the fuck was that, dude? What do you think we did? That was fucking weird, dude. Alrighty. I'm gonna call it here, boys. I think we're Dunsky for the night, yeah? I think we are Dunsky for the night. Apparently I'm too delusional, boys. Apparently, boys, do you know? Apparently I'm delusional, boys. Alright, delusional Dal out, boys. You guys have yourselves a great evening. I'll see all of you next stream already, boys. Peace.